On a clear night in Florence, Kentucky, I say welcome inside UC Health Stadium, where tonight your Florence Freedom look for a three-game sweep of the visitors, the Legends of Lexington. Hi, folks. Glad you could join us. Aaron Brody alongside my dad, Troy Brody. Aaron here, Troy there. Dad, first night for you to see the game in person for this series, but I know you were in the listening audience last night. Freedom rolled in two games, a day-night doubleheader, a couple of victories, 8-1 the final score in game one before a 14-6 beating in game two. Putting it all together, we talked about the offense time and time again, but there's really only so much you can say other than the fact they scored 22 runs on 27 hits last night. My goodness, the offense is clicking.
Yeah, we talked about it before the season, right? We felt like Dennis Pelfrey had a roster here that was going to hit the ball really well, and now you look up, they're 7-3 and just hitting the ball all over the park. What an explosion last night. So the offense is in a good role. Now tonight the challenge is, can they keep it going and finish this series out before they host a weekend series with the other Lexington team?
It will be a little bit more difficult, you'd have to expect tonight, given the probable starter for the Lexington Legends, but we'll get into that in a moment. Let's talk about a couple of pitchers who really stuck out last night for the Freedom. Jonathan Tripp in game two, a guy who's wanting to get his strikeout numbers up. He certainly did that last night. 4 strong innings for Jonathan, 7 strikeouts in 4 frames. That's the one thing he wanted to focus on, and he came through big time.
Yeah, he had a lot of strikeouts the outing before that as well. He came on and struck out, a high percentage of the people that he faced. So we knew a guy like Jonathan, he's going to get going, and the strikeouts kind of tell how he's doing. That number's on the rise. So it's really not at all a surprise from a guy that has had a spectacular past here in this ballpark on that mound.
Nick Bennett, the other starter for the Freedom yesterday, of course, the local product, Cincinnati kid, played at Moeller High School, played his college ball at the University of Louisville, and was a 6th-round draft choice of the Milwaukee Brewers this season to go, a top 30 prospect in their organization. Got his first win last night, 1-0 on the season. First time we saw him go 6 innings to earn that win, allowed just 1 run, struck out 5. Nick Bennett also getting the cobwebs off and really starting to spread his wings here.
Yeah, he is, and when you got a guy like that on the mound, you always have a chance to win. He's not a top 30 prospect for nothing. The Major League, there's many teams would have liked to have had that guy. The Brewers have him, and now the Freedom and the Yalls have him to use in this series. He will have a bigger and bigger presence, you have a feeling, as this Battle of the Bourbon Trail works its way toward All-Star game meets World Series, right?
Second week of September. It should be a lot of fun. So let's talk about what the Freedom have to do well tonight to finish off the sweep. They have not swept a team yet. Despite the 7-3 record, all the wins, the gaudy offense, this is their first opportunity to take all 3 games in a series. You were a baseball coach. You know a lot about what it's like to be riding high and then stub your toe. How do the Freedom avoid that tonight here in the finale and get that 3rd win with Roger Bernal on the mound?
Well, I think that's what the manager Dennis Pelfrey is telling the team. You got to finish a team, right? I mean, there's no reason you lose tonight and suddenly Lexington gets out of here. They won the last game of the series. You go into another series with a little bit of your head down a little because you lost that last game. That's the question that you got to ask now. Can they finish this series and get a sweep and establish their dominance moving into the weekend?
In terms of seeing what Lexington can do, they did finish strong last night. Now, this is a team that has already lost 5 games in a row to Florence foes. The Yalls, of course, sweeping the weekend series last weekend. The Freedom pushing them to the brink of the sweep here in a midweek series. But we did see last night the Freedom got in front 14-0, but it was Lexington who scored the last 6 runs in that game to make it 14-6. So they may have salvaged some momentum at the end of last night's game going into the finale. But we're right up against the national anthem. We'll take you to our field cam and step aside when we come back. Starting lineups and first pitch at UC Health Stadium. Welcome inside UC Health Stadium, right up against first pitch. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you. Roger Bernal on the mound. He'll oppose the big righty and former Evansville Otter Jeff Thompson, who also is a former third-round pick of the Detroit Tigers, here in Game 3 of a midweek series between the Freedom and Legends. So we'll take a quick look at the Lexington Legends starting 9.
Yeah, I'll make it real quick here. We're about to get underway. Dalton Cornett leads off at the catching spot. Devin Hairston plays shortstop, batting second. Jacob Schuler, the designated hitter, in the 3-hole, with the cleanup hitter Nick King playing left field. Sam Claycamp plays third base and bats fifth. Peter Bacchino is the first baseman, hitting sixth. Austin Newman batting in the 7th spot, playing second base. Riley Wilbur in right field, batting eighth. And batting ninth, the center fielder Bud Morton, with Jeff Thompson, the righty, on the mound.
Defensively behind the right-hander Roger Bernal for the Freedom here in the finale, starting with the outfield from left to right. Cameron Day Suggs in left field. Austin Riggins will hold it down in center, showcasing his range. And A.J. Bumpus back in his comfy confines of right field. Double play duo up the middle for the Freedom. Craig Massey at shortstop today, and Travis Graves at second. It'll be Brian Danzero, one of the greater stories in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail so far. The man with the .524 batting average 10 games into the season is at the hot corner. And on the other side of the diamond, at first base, the man with 6 home runs to lead the Battle of the Bourbon Trail, Chad Setio. Battery mates with Bernal here in Game 3 with the Legends. Lucas Owens behind the plate. Umpire crew for the finale today: Kerry Lyle calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. Ben Levin, his partner on the bases. Game time temperatures 88 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, and Roger Bernal is ready to rock. First pitch of the game is fouled straight back out of play by Dalton Cornett, the catcher and leadoff hitter. Something you don't say all that often, but he's a good stick. Had a couple of base hits last night on a night that was otherwise dominated when it comes to offense by the Freedom. 0-1 pitch, chopped up the middle. Travis Graves to his right. Gloves on the backhand. High throw to first and over the glove of Chad Setio, who made a leaping try. It's a friendly bounce for the Legends.
Yeah, that throw just sailed on him there. I mean, Graves made the play and then just cut it loose to first base, and it must have got away from him because it was about 5 feet over the head of the first baseman, Setio.
So an early error for the Freedom, a bit of an inauspicious start. Roger Bernal does like to work down in the strike zone. Maybe he can get a ground ball. He'll look for one, facing Devin Hairston, who's in there now. First pitch to him, splits the plate, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Bernal sets at the belt, and his 0-1 pitch left up at the shoulders of Hairston to even the count, 1-1. Third appearance, third start for Bernal. Got a couple of fun facts we'll tell you all about after this pitch. Here's a high fly ball, well struck, deep right center field. A.J. Bumpus in a trot at the track, reaches up and makes the catch. Devin Hairston hit it well, but he's out number 1 for the Legends in the top of the first.
Yeah, he got that up in the air towards right field, and that's the part of the ballpark, Aaron, that this ball's been flying out of this year. That right center field power alley is where it's getting a good carry. But plenty of room out there for A.J. Bumpus in right field to make the play, and he had to battle that sun. That's always a factor here at UC Health Stadium in right field at this time of night. Did a good job of using the glove to fend off the sun and made the play.
Brings up Jacob Schuler. First pitch to him, pretty good spot, but Bernal will not get the call. It's 1-0 to the designated hitter, who swings it from the left side, has that two-tone color bat, cherry wood around the barrel and the blonde handle. Quick consensus reached by the battery mates, and the 1-0 toss swung on and missed. Bernal threw it past Schuler to even the sequence 1-1. Bernal working from the first base side of the rubber. The 1-1. Two seamers out for ball number 2. But a couple of those fun facts on Bernal, he's actually won a championship 3 years in a row in whatever league he was playing in, be it the Pacific Association, the American Association, or the Mexican League last year. He's a good omen. 2-1, back foot breaking ball, but Schuler lays off. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out and a man at first, just underway at UC Health Stadium. Top of the first of a 9-inning game. 3-1. That's in there. Bernal finds the outer third. Schuler trying to lobby for the call, dropped the bat, started loosening the straps on the batting gloves. But he'll cinch those bad boys back up and dig back in. He's not done yet.
Got a little bit John Kruk approach to you. The long hair, the lefty, kind of similar build.
Payoff on the way, turned and burned and fouled off. Look out, Brian Jett, Florence Freedom trainer, on the top step of that first base dugout. Nearly wore one off the shin there.
You got to give it to me. It's a little bit of a stretch, but there's similarities there.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, absolutely. Another payoff. Ball 4. Fastball was out. Good at bat for Schuler, who fouled off a tough 2-strike pitch on the previous offering and earns his way to first, setting up runners at first and second with 1 dead. And the new hitter, left fielder Nick King. First pitch to King, he wants it. It's a loopy liner into right, that's trouble. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Getting waved around first is Cornett. Bumpus will plead no contest. The relays to third base. Everybody's going to be safe. D'Angelo now a quick throw to second, but not in time there. Craig Massey a bit surprised to not get the call as Nick King slides in safely at second. Initially thought he was going to hold up at first base, but he read the throw across the diamond, tried to grab second, and D'Angelo put it right on him. But King able to slide under the tag.
Yeah, that's where the right fielder, A.J. Bumpus, needs to just hit the cutoff man. There was really no chance to get the runner going first to third. Tried to make the play at third base to no avail, which then allowed Nick King to scamper down to second base on the throw. So a little jam here, second and third, 1 out.
And 1 run in for the Legends. They lead 1-0 with early offense. Bernal finds the strike zone on a first pitch to Sam Claycamp to jump ahead 0-1. But the Legends playing for a big first inning. 2 men in scoring position, still 1 out. 0-1 pitch fouled back off the screen. Bernal will have the 0-2 advantage. Would love to see a replay of that play at second base. I may be a homer, but I think they got King at the bag there. How large will that call be in this inning? Fastball's up, 1-2. Claycamp has shown what he can do offensively in the Battle of Bourbon Trail here in Florence. The Legends, of course, opening their season here, played the Yalls in a weekend series. This guy's a good bat in the middle of their order, the 1-2. Waved at and missed. Big strikeout and a big answer for Roger Bernal. He gets out number 2 and will dig in facing Peter Bacchino as he looks to mitigate the damage here in the Legend side of the first. First pitch fastball and a late swing. Bacchino was behind the heat. 0-1. Right back to work. Bernal's 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, little outside. It'll be a ball and a strike. Roger choosing to go back to the full windup where he's more comfortable with runners at second and third. The 1-1. Good pitch, chasing an outside bender was Bacchino, and he didn't touch it. Bernal ahead 1-2. Righty rocks and fires, and he got a strikeout via the swing. Roger Bernal with the strikeout stuff. He fans 2 in the top of the first, but the Lexington Legends will draw first blood. They lead the Freedom 1-0 as we go to the home half at UC Health Stadium. Keep it locked on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
At Gentle Touch Grooming, your pet is treated with care and will look beautiful. Give your dog or cat the spa day they need. Gentle Touch offers spa baths, deluxe spa baths, full haircuts, and nail trimmings. Book an appointment today at 859-283-1373. That's 859-283-1373. Gentle Touch will even offer 10% off just for mentioning this ad. They want to see those waggling tails soon at Gentle Touch Grooming.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes. And we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
The Lexington Legends have scored 7 unanswered runs going back to last night, 6 in the nightcap of yesterday's 14-6 loss at the hands of the Freedom. But they take the first lead today in the finale, 1-0. Drawing first blood in their first at bat. So here come the Freedom bottom 1. Craig Massey digging in to face the tall right-hander Jeff Thompson, who clocks in at 6'6". Former Evansville Otter, former third-round pick of the Detroit Tigers once upon a time, back in 2013. First pitch to Massey, a fastball that's outside for ball 1. The Legends with 1 run on 1 hit in the top half of the first. That run unearned, as the Freedom did make an error in the frame. Fastball is going to cross at the knees for a called strike, evening the sequence with Massey at 1-1. Not only did the Freedom make an error in the inning, but the error was made on Dalton Cornett, who came around to score the run. Here's Massey turning on an inside pitch and rolling it back up the box into right center for a base hit. Just another ho-hum single for Craig Massey, whose batting average was .439 entering play tonight and only trending upwards with his 1-for-1 start.
Yeah, it's not a bad lineup to have at the top. You got Craig Massey hitting .439 leading off, and here comes a guy only hitting .524 in the 2-hole. Going top heavy, huh? But then you look, you see .459, .342, .318. There's plenty of options in this lineup for Dennis Pelfrey.
Brian Danzero in the box. He'll fall behind 0-1 as Thompson commanded the fastball on the outer half. Got the chance to talk with Danzero during batting practice today as Thompson takes a quick look at Massey at first base. But he was telling me, you know, he's never been a guy that likes to swing early in counts. But you look up, and on his 6 hits last night, I think 5 of them were on the first pitch. 0-1 to him, a little bit out to even the count 1-1.
Just think about what you just said. 6 hits. On his 6 hits last night, like it was nothing. 6 hits.
3 in both sides of the doubleheader for Danzero. He said he normally likes to work the count, but right now he's getting cheeseburgers on the first pitch and he just can't lay off. Thompson checking on Massey again. But I told him, hey, even though you're in the 2-hole and you might be asked to take more pitches and work the count a little bit more, I don't think you're going to get too hard a time from Dennis Pelfrey or any of the esteemed assistant coaches when you're swinging at the first pitch and getting base hits. If you're grounding out, popping out, might be a different story. 1-1, Massey will take off. Good pitch to go on It was wild. Massey steals second easily. And the Freedom have that tying run in scoring position as Danzero works the count.
Yeah, Massey had a tremendous jump there, so we pretty much stole that one on the pitcher, and then Danzero, the mighty hack at that one. So the hit and run on. I mean, you wonder if that was a hit and run or was that just a stolen base and a swing, but you like to think maybe there was a play on there.
Breaking ball was up. Considering how high and outside the pitch was,
makes you think it was.
I think it was a hit and run. Brought Cornette to a leap to glove it. 2-2. Good take. Breaking ball finishes downstairs for ball 3. Talked about it a little bit on the broadcast yesterday. The 524 start for Danzero been well publicized, but only 3 RBIs for him, and he had 2 yesterday. So despite all the base hits, he hasn't had too many tries with guys in scoring position, but that changes here in the bottom of the first. And Dalton Cornette is going to call time and want to go out and have a quick chat to set up a big pitch with Jeff Thompson. So we'll bring you into the broadcast booth here. Early 1-0 lead for the Lexington Legends. If there was a blueprint that they would lay out saying what they needed to do to have success, you think taking the first lead is probably number 1?
Taking the first lead is number 1, and score every inning, or just try to always keep the pressure on as a visiting team. You know you're likely going to face a team that's going to score some runs. Just try to get the bats cranked up.
Payoff on the way to Danzero, and it's above the belt for ball 4. That is a tremendous at-bat for Danzer, who also gave Thompson one of those strikes on the hit and run. Runners at first and second for that man, Chad Setio. He with the 6-round trippers in 10 games. An early RBI opportunity with 2 ducks on the pond. Nobody out for the Freedom in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Setio, a good one. Strike at the knees.
He's kind of how you draw it up, right? Your leading home run hitter, leading RBI guy hitting in the 3 spot. No surprise there.
0-1, working an edge. Thompson threading the needle on the outside black. Takes the 0-2 advantage on Setio, who will have to hit with 2. Thompson readies and fires. 0-2 is a little out. Good take. Did not miss by much, but Setio knows the zone.
Well, that was a really good 0-2 pitch. I mean, it was a waste pitch just a little off the plate. Setio didn't offer. Good discipline there and a good pitch, really.
The 1-2. Breaking ball, and that didn't miss by much. Must have been up. Maybe out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Setio's worked it even. Will he get a fastball? Thompson readies. Here it comes. It was a fastball, and it's chopped to first base. Fair ball. Bikino steps on the bag. The only play he has is right there at first. So both base runners move up 90 feet as Setio grounds into the 3 unassisted for out number 1 in the first.
Yeah, Peter Bikino did all you can do there. Just made that play standing right by the bag. Might as well step on the base and just take the easy out and then try to fire down to second, but no chance to get to Speedy Danzero. So in all effect, that was an effective sacrifice there, even though he didn't give himself up. But you got what you wanted. Second and third now, moved him up 90 feet. Here we go.
And Johnny Knight, the 4th in the box, falling behind as Thompson finds the zone with the breaking ball. Johnny Knight's numbers jump off the page. A .459 batting average. 0-1. Make it 0-2. Off speed heavy, but both in the zone. So Knight in the 2-strike count. Righty on the first base side of the rubber, working from the stretch. Calmly comes to the set and delivers the 0-2. Knight spoils it, sends a high fly ball out of play on the first base side. Craig Massey standing at third base. He singled, stole second in the frame. Brian Danzero worked a walk and both guys moved up the next 90 feet on the Cedillo ground out to first. There's your reset. And here's the 0-2 tonight. Good pitch, better take. It's 1-2.
Well, he flinched. But it's funny, the bat didn't move, but the whole body flinched. You know?
Yep. No appeal necessary. The bat's the important part.
Yep. I like to try to get it done right here. The guy with 1 out doesn't have near the pressure, obviously, as the guy with 2 outs. A lot of ways to get a run in. Infield back.
1-2, good breaking ball, foul tipped, but squeezed behind the plate by Cornette. Knight will be a strikeout victim. And out number 2, bringing up A.J. Bumpus. So you just talked about it. Now the pressure falls on A.J. Bumpus. It will require a base hit. Productive outs now off the table with the Freedom down to their final out in the bottom of the first inning. Thompson deals. Bumpus swings and fouls it off behind the plate.
You know, that's something you wonder what that hitters at this level, do they think about that? Because, you know, when you're coaching younger guys, you talk about, hey, the infield's back, second and third. The batter's probably thinking, hit a ground ball, just get a run in. At this level, you don't know if guys change their approach or not. You know, with the infield back and second and third, 1 out, there is a lot of ways to get that run home.
But the Freedom unable to accomplish that. 0-1 to Bumpus, a swinging number. That'll be fielded by Dennis Pelfrey in the third base coach's box. Another foul ball, another strike. It's 0-2 on the Freedom right fielder. Bumpus a good day at the plate yesterday, particularly in game 1 of that double dip here at UC Health Stadium. 2 for 3, a double, a single, and 2 RBIs. Went 1 for 4 in the nightcap with another single, but swinging the bat with more confidence of late. He'll call time, growing impatient, waiting on Thompson to come to a consensus with Cornette. And dig right back in there. Thompson spinning the baseball as he looks in for the sign. Now has the one he wants. The 0-2. Hit hard towards second. Diving try by Newman. Fields on the backhand. Throws to first. Dug out of the turf. What a play on both sides. Newman, the sprawling layout. And Bacchino, the fresh pick at first. And the Freedom will go down quietly in the bottom of the first. So the Legends maintain their 1-0 edge as we go to inning number 2 in Florence. You're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network. Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
On to the top of the second. Legends in front of the Freedom 1-0 as Roger Bernal's back on the bump facing Austin Newman. First pitch of the second frame is fouled back to the screen for an 0-1 start. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you from UC Health Stadium. Freedom looking to break out the brooms on the Legends, but he'll have to overcome a 1-run deficit early to do so. 0-1 pitch, fought off again, out of play. 2 strikes on Austin Newman, who made a web gem for the Legends to end the Freedom side of inning number 1. Diving to his right.
Yeah, how often do you see that? A guy makes a web gem to end the inning and he's leading off the next.
A lot of face time. He'll swing and foul off another inside pitch. Still nothing but strikes on Newman. On top of the plate is this right-handed batter, all the way back in the box as well. The 0-2. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Owens places the tag as there was a bobble, but no harm, no foul. Roger Bernal has 3 strikeouts in his 3rd start, and this one for out number 1.
Yeah, and his 3 strikeouts have all come consecutively here as last 3 hitters. So Claycamp, Bikino, and Newman.
Good little added factoid in there.
There you go. I'm full of them. I got to spread them out over the 9 innings.
Riley Wilbur next in line, and he'll fall behind. 0-1. Bernal pumping the strikes.
You wonder if there's any part of Wilbur right now saying just don't strike. Do not be 4 in a row.
Would have to think he's challenged. And accepting the challenge, I should say. Breaking balls down in the dirt. A ball and a strike. Owen setting up inside. Here's the 1-1. Waved at and missed.
Well, if he wants to avoid being 4 in a row, he's on the brink here at 1-2.
Just how Bernal drew it up. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball hit hard. Diving try and a good play by Setio at first. He calls off Bernal, wins the foot race to first base. We are seeing some spectacular glove work in the early goings of this game. That one a web gem for Chad Setio.
Yeah, just a headlong dive to the backhand side, made the play. And then Setio had to decide, do I take it myself or do I flip, to Bernal coming over. Bernal got there to his credit, but Setio said, I'll take it myself.
Why risk the flip and the timing if you don't have to? I like the decision there by Chad. Bud Morton steps in. 2 quick outs for the Legends. He shows bunt, pulls back, and he'll jump ahead 1-0. Righty rocks and fires. Morton will push a bunt foul past third. So he showed it and pulled back on the first pitch, then really went with it on pitch number 2. But he couldn't keep it fair. His count 1-1. And now likely swinging away as the element of surprise has been spoiled. Brian Danzero playing even at third base, but creeping in. Bernal into the windup, 1-1. Late swing, 1-2. Bernal out of San Antonio, Texas. Looking for strikeout number 4. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's at the shoulders for ball 2.
This is where Bernal would like to get it done. You got the number 9 hitter at the plate. You got 2 strikes. Let's get out of the inning here and don't let that leadoff hitter come up. Have him lead off the next inning.
2-2's popped up towards third, but this one's going to find its way out of play. Landing right on top of the trash can, knocking the lid over. Just a little extra commentary for you, but
it certainly did knock the lid over.
Knocked it off its center. And now Y'all-Star has the ball.
Well, what a great mascot
The famed
y'all
mascot
have. That
here
is
in Florence.
awesome.
2-2, fought off to stay alive. Yeah, Y'all-Star went viral about a month ago when he was released as the Y'all's official mascot, sticking with the water tower theme. Another 2-2, hot shot back up the box through the legs of Bernal and into center field. So Bud Morton gets good wood and will extend the Legend side of the second with a 2-out single.
Yeah, Morton just hit a rocket right up the box, right on the ground. I mean, Bernal had to just jump to have the ball not hit him in the knee or something. So he jumped up and the ball split the wickets and rolled right into center field, almost directly over second base.
With 2 outs, I think Bernal's happier about that than wearing it off the shin, even though he might have had a chance to get the out. That was a bullet, and that might have shortened his outing. So good footwork by Bernal to jump out of the way of it. So Dalton Cornett will get another try. The leadoff man hitting for the second time in the second inning, and we'll watch a fastball miss outside. Rogers sets and the 1-0. Lifted out of play as Morton takes off for second. He'll have to go back. Count will be 1-1 on Cornett, who reached on an error by Travis Graves to start the ball game. Came around to score on the flare that fell in right field off the bat of Nick King. The 1-1. Got under it. High fly ball to right field. Right on the chalk. A.J. Bumpus in foul ground now, reaches up and makes the play. So Roger Bernal does allow the 2-out single, but he pitches around it effectively. Limits the damage. A goose egg put on the board. And the Freedom will come to the plate, still trailing by 1-0 on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassedon.org for more information or to register online. Life. Pass it on.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We're Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
It's the Legends by 1. Early goings. Bottom 2 at UC Hell Stadium. The Freedom coming to the plate and sending Austin Riggins, Lucas Owens, Cameron Day Suggs. 6, 7, 8 due up to face the 6'6" right-hander Jeff Thompson. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you as the Florence Freedom look for a 3-game sweep of the Lexington Legends. That would be their second consecutive sweep. Not for the Freedom, but for the Legends. Tough times. If that happens, fastball to Austin Riggins will start him 0-1 as the Thompson heater was on the outer half.
Yeah, you get a feeling that this would be a big win for the Legends. It makes them 4-6 versus 3-7.
Fastball is fouled off. Riggins will fall behind 0-2. Yeah, that's a mentally that's
something about that just
big
seems
difference.
Hey, we're only a couple games under 500.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. At one point they were 3-1. They've lost 5 straight to Florence teams. 0-2. That's up and out. Good take for Riggins. Thompson looks in, has the pitch, and the 1-2. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Riggins touching them all for the 3rd time this season yesterday. Also doubled. Took home player of the game in that nightcap 14-6 victory for the Freedom. 2-2. Good breaker, swung on and missed, and Riggins will strike out. Brings up Lucas Owens. There is one thing that Austin Riggins is working on. It would be cutting down on the strikeouts. It's been the one thing plaguing him this season. First pitch on the way to Lucas Owens. Outside for ball 1. And already 25 strikeouts for Austin Riggins in game number 11 on the season. Breaking balls above the belt. 2-0 to the Freedom catcher.
Yeah, that's a big number. That's over 2 per game. You know, that's something he wants to work on, and I'm certain he's already well aware of that.
Line drive is a 1-hopper to second. Newman to his left, fields the big hop, gets it to Bikino at first. And Jeff Thompson has looked sharp. Back-to-back outs here in the second. Cameron Day Suggs, the last line of defense for the Freedom if they want to avoid hanging a second straight goose egg off this tough righty. First pitch off speed and a called strike to start Suggs 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Hits the mitt. It'll be 0-2. Suggs, of course, another local product. A Cincinnati guy who told us on Media Day has lived in 10 different towns around the city of Cincinnati. 0-2 breaking ball, tied him up and swung through. It's a strikeout. Jeff Thompson has sat down 3 hitters through his first 2 innings. And more importantly, he's kept this vaunted Freedom offense off the board nearly 1 full time through the batting order. So we'll go to inning number 3. Score 1-0. Legends in front on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in Northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
It's not just a truck, it's a way of life. It's who you are. It's proud, free, wild. It's a brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Tacoma. For over 50 years, Toyota has built the best, most durable, go-anywhere, do-anything trucks money can buy. That's the Toyota Tacoma, the truck that feels like it was built for you, because it is. Built in the USA. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Find out more at your Toyota dealer or buy at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Still Legends by 1 as we go to the top of the 3rd. And stepping in for the play-by-play, my dad, Troy Brody.
Thank you, Aaron. Hello, everybody. Up for the Legends will be the 2, 3, 4 hitters, Devin Hairston Jacob Schuler and Nick King to face Roger Bernal. Here's the first pitch by Bernal, fastball the outside corner. Thought about it, didn't go around. 0-1 to Devin Hairston. Bernal's done a nice job tonight. He's given up 1 run. It's unearned, 2 hits. And now he works his way through the batting order for the second time. Here's the pitch, fastball, gets away from Lucas Owens. No harm, no foul, nobody on base. 1-1 now to the Legends shortstop, Devin Hairston. Bernal working out of the windup. Little hesitation. Here's the pitch, fouled back and out of play our way. 1-2, so he's getting ahead of the hitters. What's he got, Aaron? 3 strikeouts already. So good start, that 1 run. Probably irritating him. It's unearned. You know, the first hitter of the game reaches on an error, and wouldn't you know it, comes around to score.
Yep.
Somehow I doubt the Freedom are too worried about being down 1 run the way they can swing the bats. Here's the pitch, fastball, fly ball to right field. Looks like it's going to stay in play. A.J. Bumpus drifts over and makes the catch right at the barrier there, separating the foul territory from the crowd. Nice catch.
I've been impressed with Roger Bernal today. Pumping the strikes. Did have the 1 walk in the first, but it did not hunt. For the most part, he's filled up the zone, challenged these hitters, trusted his fastball, and has established it well in this game.
Certainly has. Here comes the DH, Jacob Schuler. He walked and made it all the way around to third base in the first inning, but did not score. Fastball. Good pop on that one, but it's high, a little above the belt. 0-1. Nick King, the left fielder, on deck. We got Dennis Pelfrey mic'd up. I believe we're going to dial him up and see what he has to say in the dugout. The fastball off the plate. That's going to get Owens to go back out to the mound and talk to Bernal. We'll see what Dennis Pelfrey has to say as we zoom in on him here. Usually coaching someone on something.
Having fun, but they were still working. Yep. I saw it. It was good.
Owen is back behind the plate. The meeting's over. 2-0. Here's the pitch.
How nice. Is he gonna walk
There's a ball, a little up, a little out. Count runs to 3-0 now.
The platform going off today. It's good, right? That's nice, man.
Fastball right down Broadway, taken all the way. So 3-1. Schuler had the bat on his shoulder there.
The turf's a little higher because it's not wore down, so I caught my foot that one time.
Here's a 3-1 pitch, fastball too high, ball 4 to Jacob Schuler. So he's got his second walk of the night. The John Kruk lookalike will trot down to first base and be there with 1 out for Nick King, the left fielder for Lexington, who singled in the first.
I don't know. We saw him when I was walking down, he drove by.
1 out, fly ball to right field off the bat of Devin Hairston. Now a walk to Nick King. Double play is in order. Bernal now working out of the stretch, obviously. Here's the first pitch, fastball, nice pitch. Right on the black of the outside corner at the knees.
Dan's great at bat. Took the first one. He swung through one, he didn't draw on the walk, but he got to see everything.
Here's the pitch, nice curveball, just floated right across the plate. 0-2. I didn't get a chance to check the velocity on that one, but boy, he pulled the string there.
Unfortunately, no working radar gun, so we don't get to see the velocities right now.
0-2 pitch, chopper, foul. So the counts 0-2. Lexington got 1 run in the first to take a 1-0 lead, and that's where we stand here as they hit in the top of the third. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little low for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, the hybrid.
Schuler not getting much of a lead. He's the DH, pretty stockily built guy. Doesn't appear like he's going to go anywhere. So a ground ball, you feel like you got a good shot to roll 2. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. A nice pitch there.
Too, especially like it.
got to like that. That'll bring up Sam Claycamp, the third baseman. He was the first strikeout victim of Roger Bernal in the first inning. Here's the pitch.
Wait.
Another fastball for a strike. Working down and working on the outside edge there. As long as he keeps getting ahead of the hitters, the game gets a lot easier. Bernal comes set. There's the pitch. I think a little bit of, I don't know if it's a fastball or if he pulled a string. I couldn't tell. Fouled back and out of play. And a nice catch by the fan. What is that little area called there with they're kind of gated off, have their own little section, but nice play by Dad there.
The Loge tables.
There you go. The guy didn't even flinch, just kind of reached up and made the play like very nonchalantly, protecting whoever the young lady is sitting to his right and the little girl to his left. So 0-2 now to Claycamp. Bernal pitches with the fly ball. Looks like it's going to get
That one's a little tougher.
out of play down the right field line. Yeah, it's going to go about 3 rows into the stands. Travis Graves and A.J. Bumpus and Setio were all drifting out that way. I had a feeling it was going to get out of play. I was hoping it would after I made that call.
Brother hat should be in soon, too. He'll be gone, though. His hat is always
Off the bat, looked like it was going to get out of play, but it got a little dicey, and the Freedom did a nice job. Everybody who could have made a play on that was converging on it, but just ran out of space. So Claycamp survives. He's back in the box 0-2. Still a lot of work to do here.
Struck him out last time on it.
Boy, you heard Dennis Pelfrey there asking for the pitch to call. Said you struck him out last time on it. He dialed up the off speed again, didn't flinch.
Easily. Do it again.
Good pitch.
Until he proves that he can hit it or lays off of it, why throw anything else?
You hear the manager right there saying it. Come back with it again. We'll see what Bernal does.
Number 4 in Lexington.
Goes to a fastball, hammered to short or third base, but D'Angelo there to make the play and fires across the double. D'Angelo moves around. He's playing third now. I'm used to him being at second base, so it's a nice 5-3 putout. Good inning there by Roger Bernal. So nothing doing for the Legends. They come up empty, and here come the Freedom in the bottom of the third, down 1-0 on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2. Quality at a price you can afford.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
All right, boys, let's get the bats out. 1-0 Legends here as the Freedom come to bat in the bottom of the third at UC Health Stadium. A beautiful night for baseball. We got Thirsty Thursday going on out here, so that'll bring a crowd, and it looks like there's a good little crowd out here.
Sure does. Thirsty Thursday is usually a trusty promotion to do just that, and it strikes again.
Sure does. Speaking of strikes, there's a strike. First pitch to Travis Graves. He's leading off in the 9 spot for Florence, and then he'll be followed by the top of the order, Craig Massey and Brian Danzero. Jeff Thompson back to the mound for Lexington. He's done a nice job tonight, only giving up 1 hit. There's a breaker that just kept sweeping away outside, so 1-1 the count to the Freedom second baseman Travis Graves. Thompson comes set. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball there. Like he's a little bit behind it. 1-2 from Travis. His one hit this year, was that triple, I believe?
Yes, it was yesterday. Going to the opposite field and splitting the gap in right center.
I'd take that right here. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Foul, it was a foul tip, and the catcher did not hang on. I thought for sure Cornett held on to that, but it squirted out of the glove. So a break for Travis Graves there.
New life. Talking with him today during batting practice, discovered he will be playing his college baseball at Heidelberg University, so all of 19 years old and going to be a Heidelberg standout.
Well, there's a breaking ball. He took it for strike 3 on the outside edge, and he knew it. He just takes the slow stroll back to the dugout, kind of tips his cap and says, I'll try it again next time. So 1 up, 1 out. Now the top of the order, Craig Massey comes to the plate. Craig singled in the first, made it to third. The Freedom got second and third with 1 out. We're not able to get that run home. So Massey, Aaron talked about it, hitting .439, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Pretty good stick at the top of your order.
I would say so.
Here's the pitch inside for a ball.
Jeff Thompson with 4 strikeouts, and all 4 of those coming in the last 6 batters he's faced. So he's really getting better as the game gets deeper.
Well, yeah, he is. There's another fastball for a strike. 1-1 with 1 out. 1-0 Legends. Freedom batting bottom of the third. Nobody on, 1 out. If you're in the area, come on out and join us. Have you a cold one on Thursday. Pitches a breaker a little bit inside, 2-1. Danzaro on deck and Chad Setio with those 6 homers and 17 RBIs in the hole right now. There's the 2-1 pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. Just a rocket 2 bouncer out to Nick King and left. So the beat goes on for Massey, and he'll hand the bat now to an even hotter hitter, Brian Danzaro. We've got a mechanism up here where we're keeping stats every pitch, and I think we can squarely say that one was hard hit.
Yeah, that'll go down as a hard hit ball.
Used to be you just put down a hit. Now you have to put down, was it hard, was it soft, where did it go, what happened? There's a lot to do up here between pitches, but we're trying to do it all for you. Here's Danzaro in the box with the runner at first now. 1 out. There goes the runner. Tremendous jump. Throw down, not going to be anywhere near in time. What a jump by Craig Massey there.
And it helps him get his 2nd stolen base of the game. The only guy to have stolen 1, and he's stolen 2 now. But you said it, a terrific jump. That one's on Thompson. It's not always fun to throw over. It slows the game down. The crowd on the road might get mad at you, but it's so important when you're taking on a Freedom team like this who loves to run.
There's the pitch, nice pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Yeah, the pitcher, when guys get on base, you've got to do all you can to hold them, and I guarantee you that Dennis Pelfrey had talked to the team and noticed that Thompson's not looking over, not paying much attention, but man, that was a sprinting jump he got. There's a fastball, good pop on it, but it's up 1-2 now to Danzaro. .524 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. From the Freedom, I guess you'd say now tonight, the Freedom third baseman. Well, he can play 5 positions, I think
you just got to say the Freedom utility.
Yeah, there you go. Boy, line drive foul right back to the screen behind us. He just missed his pitch there. Yeah, earlier there was a ground ball to third, and I forgot he was playing third tonight, so he's pretty versatile. I'm thinking the 5 would probably be all the outfield positions and 2nd and 3rd.
He played short yesterday.
So maybe just 2 of the outfield positions, but who knows?
He's played center and played left, short, 2nd, and 3rd here in the early goings of the season.
Always going to find a place to get a guy in the order that hits .524. Well, that could have been a balk. Massey was out bluffing a move, kind of took off with a few sprint steps like he was going to steal third, which caused Thompson to kind of whirl around. Nearly a balk.
The old wheel move.
Yeah. So Danzaro in the box, 1-2, trying to survive and protect. There's a little blooper out towards first base, and it's going to land in the glove of the Legends first baseman, Peter Bacino. So a big out there getting Danzaro out of the way. And now all you have to do is deal with Chad Sedio, the .341 average with 6 homer and 17 RBIs. With a runner in scoring position, Massey singled and stole second. He was out there with 1 out. Now he's there with 2. Sedio trying to find some grass here, which is hard to do on a turf field, but and get a run home. A little chopper foul right into the Freedom dugout. So Sedio, first pitch swinging, chops 1 foul. 0-1. 1-0 Legends. Freedom batting here, bottom of the third. Runner at second, 2 outs. Sedio at the plate, swings the bat waiting. Here's the pitch, ground ball towards second base. 2 bounces right to Newman. Fields it, flips over to Peter Bacino at first base to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Freedom. They do get a runner on first. They get a stolen base, but no damage done. So the score remains 1-0 Legends. And here we come back to the 4th inning on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Rohr Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Rohr at Rohr Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Rohr Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to rohrins.com. Call Alvin Rohr. Call the Rohr Agency today.
Here come the Legends, top of the 4. They lead 1-0, 2 hits for each team. They're going to send up now the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Peter Bacino, the first baseman, Austin Newman, and Riley Wilbur to face right-hander Roger Bernal. First pitch is a swing and a miss and a strike, so we're underway here in the 4th inning. There's a fastball up and away. So 1-1 the count. As we've said, the Legends got 1 in the first, and that's all we've got so far. Both sides with 2 hits. Been a few threats here and there. Fastball inside. They're going to say that hit him. I guess it hit his sleeve.
Boy, I never saw it hit him, but no argument. And Bacino headed that way immediately. So, yeah, it must have been a glancing blow on the jersey.
Yeah,
that's the way to wear one if you're going to.
Well, yeah, that's a great call. If you're going to get hit by a pitch, have it hit your baggy sleeve.
Expect it, Travis.
So now Bernal turn around and work out of the stretch under a little adversity here. Pretty minor, runner at first, but nobody out. No lead at all by Bacino there. Was that a bunt attempt?
It
Tried
sure
to bunt it and bunted it foul.
And you hear Dennis on our live mic trying to get the infield set. You heard him tell Travis Graves to expect it, and then he didn't like where Danzero was playing too deep at third base. You heard him telling him to come in, and sure enough, Newman squared around. So looks like the Legends are going to try to play for 1 here. An important insurance run in the 4th.
Well, Bacino like 1 step off the base at first, but there we go. So the hit and run was on there. Foul out of play down the right side, well over the maker's mark patio. Interesting, though, Bacino had like 1 step off the bag for a lead, but he still took off, which is not an ideal spot to try to steal a base, but that was a hit and run play. 0-2 the count. You think the bunt goes away. Here's the pitch. Popped him up.
Got room. Slow.
Catcher loses the mask. Owens comes back and makes the play with his back to the infield, just the way you draw it up.
And man, you even hear Dennis Pelfrey coaching him on that. Telling Owens to slow down, not to overrun the ball. They always seemingly, with all the backspin, those pop-ups on the infield, particularly the ones behind home plate, they come down at such a sharp angle backwards that a lot of times you'll see guys overrun it, then go into a heavy back pedal. So Pelf telling him to slow down. You're in a good spot. Owens made the play.
Runner.
There's a pitch. There goes a runner. Throw down. Oh, man. Owens lost the handle. He cocked his right arm to throw. Would have had a good shot to throw him out, Aaron, but the ball just came out backwards as he cocked his arm back. Just literally threw it behind him.
Yeah, just lost the grip on the exchange.
So Bikino makes it his way down to second base. He's there now with one out. But, yeah, like you said, those pop-ups to the catcher behind the plate, they're very difficult plays. There's a ground ball to second base. Taylor made right at him, flips over to first base, so Travis Graves makes the play easily, and Bikino trots over to third base where he'll stand 90 feet away, but with 2 important outs. But what you were saying there on those pop-ups, those are tough plays for catchers, and they're very difficult to practice. I got to tell you, kudos to any coach that can stand there and just hit those one after another off of a fungo for the catcher. I always struggled doing that.
One hopper to the second baseman, and it caught me off guard. He's just cruising in the field.
Trying to let you listen in to Dennis Pelfrey here.
I'm like, oh my God. Cost us
Just
the
a
game.
foul ball out of play.
It was a tie game.
Pelf always coaching every pitch, even when the ball's in play, directing traffic. It's the little things with that guy, and that's why he's where he's at.
Over to the line.
Yep, taking the job with the Advanced A San Jose Giants this past offseason, only to see COVID-19 force the entire minor league baseball season to be canceled. So that brought him back to Florence for his 6th year, and we're thrilled to have him back.
Boy, where was that? It's like a fastball. I guess they're going to say a little bit on the inside corner. At least that's what Kerry Lyle says.
Unfortunately, his opinion's the only one that matters.
That's
I think it
right.
might have been you that said that.
Don't think he really cares what I think about that, but boy, just popped the glove. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the count now to Bud Morton, the number 9 hitter, swing and a miss.
And I don't mind Chad and Graves being back with him without 2 strikes because Bernal used to be a shortstop, like Jackson. Like he's
2's on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th, 1-0 Legends. They got a runner on third.
We'll see you, bud.
Here's the pitch. Shot foul out of play. Left-handed hitter just shot it foul out of play on the third base side.
What are the chances he throws another breaking ball here? I don't like Jack.
2s are wild. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. There's a fastball up, about chest high. Runs the count full. So the pitch of decision is coming up next. To Bud Morton. Morton singled in the 2nd inning.
You're making it almost impossible. Now he's sitting up. Is this off speed?
Getting his 2nd crack here at Roger Bernal. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice job, Roger. Pitches around a leadoff hit by pitch. Nothing doing. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. The Freedom coming to bat. They're down 1-0. Plenty of time, plenty of baseball left here at UC Health Stadium on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
At Gentle Touch Grooming, your pet is treated with care and will look beautiful. Give your dog or cat the spa day they need. Gentle Touch offers spa baths, deluxe spa baths, full haircuts, and nail trimmings. Book an appointment today at 859-283-1373. That's 859-283-1373. Gentle Touch will even offer 10% off just for mentioning this ad. They want to see those waggling tails soon at Gentle Touch Grooming. Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassedon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on.
Here come the Freedom in the bottom of the fourth. They trail 1-0, 2 hits for each side. The Legends got one in the first, and that's all we've had so far. The Legends followed that one up with 3 goose eggs, and the Freedom have had 3 of their own. But here we go, the middle part of the game. The Freedom will send up 4, 5, 6, which means a line drive base hit out of the 4, Johnny Knight. So rocket up the middle.
I like the approach there. Jeff Thompson's gotten in a good groove, and we have seen today that when he's gotten ahead of hitters, particularly in 2-strike counts, he's been just relentless, tough to hit. So if he's going to challenge you with that first pitch fastball, trying to get ahead in the count, it might be the best pitch you see. I like Knight going up there ready to drive that first fastball he got.
Yeah, if you're going to swing early and get a fastball, you got to drive it, and he did that. So here comes A.J. Bumpus. He grounded out to second base to end the first inning. Here he is in the third. He had a teammate on first base with nobody out. Knight jumped on that first pitch. We never got a chance to give him kudos for his .459 average and 13 RBIs. There's a throw over to first. They must have heard you last inning. Well, Jeff Thompson might have thought. I thought I heard the broadcaster saying I need to watch those runners.
2 or 3 guys to get every week, but it's not everybody.
Well, I know Eddie Brooks and Steve Chandler were tuning us in last night after they were ejected, but I don't know if they're playing us in the dugout while they're in the game.
That would be something. There's a breaking ball in the dirt, so Bumpus ahead in the count 2-0. So Thompson getting himself in a little trouble here. A base hit, now 2-0 to the number 5 hitter. With an offense like this, things can get out of hand quick. Here's the pitch, fastball up. Now it's 3-0 to A.J. Bumpus with Austin Riggins on deck. You've had a feeling Thompson's kind of got this thing under control. Like you said, his strikeouts are ramping up. He got 1 strikeout in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. He's pitching out of trouble when he gets in it. Here's the pitch. That's a nice pitch, 3-1.
He's only allowed a couple of hits today, and they're both to the leadoff hitter, Craig Massey. So he's really been a tough guy to solve that first time through the order, which is why I like the changing approach of being aggressive early if you know you're going to get that first pitch fastball. I'm sure Danzero will be happy to oblige next time he steps in.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was thinking of him when you said that, but it's all about adjustments. There's the pitch, hammered into right field, bare ball in the corner. It's going to rattle around out there. It's going to easily be a stand-up double, and maybe more. Knight flying around third base. He's going to score, and A.J. Bumpus comes in with a triple, a stand-up triple, to get the Freedom on the board and tie the game at 1 here in the fourth.
Just an absolute laser down the line in right field. Bumpus got an inside pitch that he could do something with. Pulled the hands in, threw the barrel through, and crushed that one. You knew once it got to the corner with his wheels, it was likely going to be 3, and it was. First triple of the year for A.J. Bumpus, and he ties the game at 1.
So now you're in business. Runner at third, nobody out. Austin Riggins now at the plate. 263, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. Austin struck out his last time up and his only time up. There's a swing and a miss. Yeah, rattled around down there in the corner, and this ballpark has visiting outfielders sometimes will have trouble playing the carom off the wall out there, the foul wall, if you will. So I wasn't sure, you know the speed better than I do, if that would be a double or a triple, but an easily stand-up triple. And an RBI for A.J. Bumpus. So that's more like it. The Freedom tie it up. Now it's 1-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Still nobody out. And you got 6, 7, 8. Boy, breaking ball, bottom dropped out of that one. A big, mighty swing and a miss by the Freedom center fielder, Riggins.
Chest square to the line.
The infield's going to come in. Lexington's playing them in on the grass, so very difficult to score on a ground ball here. Fastball outside, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Eddie Brooks deciding this early in the game. Let's go ahead and play in, although third base, Claycamp is playing back, but the other three infielders are in. So an interesting approach. Here's 2-2, the stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss, got a strikeout, drop third strike, but Cornett's able to tag him before he can get too far out of the box, and then he goes ahead and throws down anyway.
And almost
threw it away.
Poor throw, threw it away. Bikino bailing him out with the good pick over there. That would have allowed Bumpus to score, but Bikino saves the run.
Maybe. We don't have to force it, right? That was good. Now, here.
I'm trying to be a little slow on the delivery. I want you to be able to hear what Dennis Pelfrey's saying to his runner on third, always coaching. And he was talking to Bumpus there about you might want to think about trying to score on that throw down. There's a breaking ball in the dirt, so now there's one out. Now the infield's in at all infield positions, even third baseman Claycamp's in on the grass. Fastball up and away. Almost looked like a pitch out.
So the more hard and more aggressive you are, those steps, the more anxious.
Score tied at 1. Freedom batting here. Bottom of the fourth.
Just be smooth. Try to be as smooth like you are in the outfield. Smooth. Good.
A good pop on that one, but it's a little off the plate. So 3-0 the count. Thompson falls behind Lucas Owens.
If you're locked in every time like that, they'll never try to throw you out because they can't. You're too active. Smooth activity.
Thompson comes set at the belt. Long hesitation. Here's the pitch. Right on the outside corner. Nice pitch. 3-1.
Tagging in the air. You're coming to try to stop you, okay? I'll be down the line.
So Owens, he's seen a few pitches here. Here's the 3-1. Boy, ball forward just off. It was a nice pitch if that was 0-2, but it's going to be ball forward just a little off the plate.
Even back to the pitcher.
Yeah, it's such a different ball game for a pitcher when you fall behind guys versus getting ahead. Early we saw Jeff Thompson, all the success. He was getting ahead of hitters and able to finish them off with those borderline strikes. When guys have to protect, they're more willing to go after him. But it had 3-1. Owens able to lay off, earns his way aboard, and now the Freedom have another opportunity to break through, take their first lead of the day. Runners on the edges, just one out for Cameron Day Suggs.
Yep. Freedom number 8 hitter Suggs in the box. And they waste no time, does Florence, in stealing a base, and Owen scampers down on the first pitch, steals it easily, almost indifference, just no attempt of a throw by Dalton Cornett. Just a tremendous jump there by Lucas Owen. So to no one's surprise, Dennis Pelfrey being aggressive on the bases, erases that double play possibility there, which is big. The fastball, nice pitch on the outside corner, boy, right at the knees. 1-1 to Cameron.
Ball trickles away from him, boom. You can see the catcher he's throwing it.
Just a merry-go-round here. Now the infield's going to come back in now that the double play has been erased. The pitch popped up on the infield. Will it stay in play or will it not? Drifting over towards the Freedom dugout. No play. Boy, Dalton Cornett, the catcher, and Peter Bacino, the first baseman, were drifting over there, but ran out of real estate.
New life for Suggs as he picks up his blonde wood bat with all the pine tar. I was going to ask you if you think maybe he went a little above the barrel with the pine tar there. Something that hits right at home for a longtime Royals fan. If it's a home run, they might protest it.
Yeah, especially Eddie Brooks after getting ejected last night might have a little attitude today and want to come out. But yeah, that pine tar is well above. We all remember the George Brett, at least I do, being my childhood hero, the vaunted pine tar incident at Yankee Stadium in July many years ago. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Cameron Day Suggs goes down swinging. That was a great shot for the Freedom there with second and third, only one out. Like we've always said, a lot of ways to get a run home. Strikeout's not what you need, but that's what they get. And they'll hand the bat now to Travis Graves. Travis struck out in the third, and here he is in the fourth. Knight singled to start the inning and scored on the triple by A.J. Bumpus. Bumpus still standing out there at third base. A couple hitters later, first pitch is takes for a strike. 0-1.
I got you.
To Travis Graves.
Base hit on Wilson Lucas will be there for the slide.
Freedom had 2 hits coming into this inning. They have 2 hits in the inning, so 4 on the night now. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Good.
to Graves. He's going to have to
Come up, try and throw here.
bow his neck here and battle.
Third baseman's back there. You're not even like, you know what I'm saying?
If he's to earn his second base hit in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail, he will have done it off one of the better arms in this 4-team mashup. Jeff Thompson, one of the guys that'll be more trustworthy in this Lexington rotation. 3 good pitches he can command in the zone. For a guy who's all of 19 years old, this is quite a test. And what a lot of people might look as a summer season, this is more like a pro season for Travis Graves, and one of the better arms, 60 feet 6 inches away from him.
Just think how much better he'll be in college after this experience. He swung and a miss and struck him out. So the Freedom strand those 2 runners out there. They had a great start to the inning, a single and a triple. They had the game tied, 2nd and 3rd. Nothing doing though, so here we go to the 5th inning. We got a new ball game. It's 1-1. Legends coming up here at UC Health Stadium on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes. And we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Lexington 1, Florence 1. Here we go to the 5th inning. Lexington's going to send up to the plate. The top of their order, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to hand it back over now to the voice of the Florence Freedom, Aaron Brody.
Thank you, Dad. 1-1 your score. A.J. Bumpus helping the Freedom tie the game up with an absolute laser down the right field line. Went for a triple, making good on a Johnny Knight well-struck single one batter before. So a brand new ball game for the Freedom as we go to the 5th. It's Dalton Cornett in the box for the 3rd time today, facing Roger Bernal. And here's the first pitch of the 5th. A swing and a line drive to right field. Cornett wasting no time to jump on the heat. And he's got himself a base hit, his first of the day. 1 for 3 is the Legends catcher. And he hands the bat to Devin Hairston with the man at first and nobody out.
Boy, another example just like the Freedom had last inning with Johnny Knight, first pitch swinging and hit a rocket for a base hit. The Legends do the same thing. Cornett jumps on a first pitch and hammers it for a base hit, so we'll see the outcome here.
Brian.
Bernal has won the battles with Hairston so far to this point. 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to right. Now here's a slow rolling chopper to short. Massey in front, goes to second. Graves' turn to first will not be in time. The Freedom do get the lead runner at second base, so Cornett washed after his single, and Hairston replacing him at first. 1 out, and Jacob Schuler to the plate.
And Schuler's walked twice tonight, so yet to put the ball in play, but 2 for 2 getting on base is the Legends' designated hitter.
Bernal ready's at the belt. First pitch to Schuler. No doubt. Splits the plate. 0-1. For those just tuning in, Dennis Pelfrey, the Freedom skipper, mic'd up with us down in that first base dugout. Love to leave him queued up when the Freedom are on the field defensively. The 0-1, runner takes off, Owens through the chute, hose to second, not in time. Very close play. But Hairston successful in his attempt to steal second. First stolen base of the day. Make that second stolen base of the day for the Legends. Peter Bacchino with the other.
Nice toss, Luke. So easy,
The 1-1. Late swing, and Schuler was trying to swing for the fences.
He's like, oh, you're going to throw me strikes. Watch this.
Nearly lost his balance in the left-handed batter's box.
Since it was so early, I want to keep it on for King, don't you?
1-2.
And then
Hairston off to a big lead at second and inching off even further as Bernal deals home and nearly hit Schuler.
I love it, Bernal.
Fastball ran in.
I love that more than a high fastball.
Every time I see a player kind of back out and get out of the way, I'm reminded of our team and all those summers that we told our players, you got to wear that pitch, right? You know, get on base.
Yep.
You know, and then so often they jump out of the way of getting hit and then, you know, strike out the next pitch or whatever, and we'd have a little coaching moment.
Which is what just happened right now. Schuler swinging at an outside breaking ball, did not touch it. He's down on strikes.
You got the next guy or next inning?
Roger Bernal gets the K.
Yeah.
And is one pitch away from a scoreless top of the fifth. But Nick King has other plans. He's got an RBI single to his credit.
Straight up, Travis.
Already today, he's 1 for 2.
Get out of there, straight up, baby. Let him take it.
Bernal deals. And a high fly ball, shallow in center, could be trouble. Craig Massey ranging out from short to make the play, and he does.
Nice job, Chad.
So Roger Bernal not phased by Hairston reaching base and stealing second. He pitches around it, no sweat. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 1-1 in Florence, Kentucky. You're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we inspire students to think beyond the classroom and redraw the bounds of what's possible for their future. Students are prepared for what it takes to succeed in their careers and in life. Nearly 99% of those who earn a degree from the Mount are employed, going to grad school, or volunteering within 6 months of graduating. This reflects the career certainty that comes from an education at the Mount. Connect with us today by visiting msj.edu.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2, quality at a price you can afford.
One, two, three due up for the Florence Freedom. Bottom 5 knotted up at 1 with the Lexington Legends. Craig Massey is 2 for 2 today, facing the big right-hander Jeff Thompson, and that's who digs in now. 2 singles, 2 stolen bases for Craig Massey. Thompson readies and fires the first pitch, and will miss outside for ball 1. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you from UC Health Stadium. Freedom have already won this series. They've got their sights set on a sweep. The 1-0, up and out. 2 balls, no strikes to the former Southern Illinois Miner, Craig Massey. The 2-0, that's Sales. Thompson may be starting to show some signs of fatigue out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. He's fallen behind Massey 3-0. That last one wide of the mark. Now the 3-0 pitch. That's below the knees. A 4-pitch walk to Craig Massey. Took the bat out of his hands. Brian Danzero to dig in next.
Well, you mentioned Southern Illinois Miners. Wasn't that the team that just kind of had a little bit of a rivalry with the Freedom? Through,
there's nothing little about it.
The manager and just the whole, right? It just seemed like there was just tension with that team.
There is. And it's funny because I feel like every team in the Frontier League not named Southern Illinois would name Southern Illinois as their biggest rival. They just wear the villain label so well. Thompson will check on Massey at first base. But as it pertains to the Freedom, there is no question. They're division rivals, and there's no series more chippy all season than those series that pit the Freedom against the Miners.
It all came flooding back when you talked about Massey, playing with Southern Illinois, because I know tensions were always a little high and there was a little more adrenaline for that series.
Oh, no question. 3 straight looks to first base, so Jeff Thompson has made the adjustment. Told you Massey has singled and stolen second twice immediately today. And Thompson won't be having that a third time.
You've always said you don't have to always use your A move, I mean, just throwing over will get it done.
First pitch swinging, and Danzero lifts a high fly ball that's in shallow right field, playable for the second baseman, Austin Newman, who was about 3 steps in to right center when he made the catch. So Danzero did live up to it. It seemed like the at-bat may have been longer because Thompson threw over to first base 3 consecutive times, but we said with Johnny Knight in the box after his first pitch, line drive to center. We were talking about Danzero next time up. I bet you he goes after that first pitch. Well, he just did, but he got under it. He's out number 1. Now Chad Sedio in there, and Thompson will go right back to first to check on Massey.
Yeah, he's gone from paying the Freedom runners no attention to now a lot of his attention. I was going to say all, but I mean, he's made a complete flip.
This high fastball to Sedio that missed, just his second pitch of the inning. To batters not named Craig Massey, who worked his way on a 4-pitch walk.
There's that balance you're trying to strike on that. You don't want to give the runner all your attention, another throw over, because then you lose focus on the hitter. It's like that blend you've got to have where you're still focused on the hitter, but you let him know, I know you're there, and I'm going to throw over if you get too far.
He's thrown to first 5 times. He's thrown 6 pitches. Here's pitch number 7, and it's outside for ball 2 to Sedio.
How many moves did you say you had to have in college as a pitcher?
25.
Man.
Yeah, that was tough to do. Kip McWilliams, adamant. Here's a swing and a bullet towards right center off the bat of Sedio. Racing over, sprawling, and making the catch in right center is Riley Wilbur. Taking extra bases away from Sedio and likely preventing Craig Massey from scoring on what looked to be an easy double off the bat, but a nice play in right. 2 away.
Yeah, Sedio, a line drive in the gap in right center. We both thought for all the world that was going to split the gap and roll all the way to the wall, but Riley Wilbur, the right fielder, got a tremendous jump on that ball, and he had it tracked the whole way, went into the headlong dive at the end and made the play. Excellent glove work out in right field by Wilbur.
First pitch to Johnny Knight's a pitch out. They thought Massey was taken off. No such luck. An easy take for Knight, who's now ahead 1-0. Knight 1 for 2 with that single we talked about. Does have a run scored, the only run scored. Here's a swing and a well-struck baseball, but to the wrong part of the park. It's in left center field, more on the center side. And Bud Morton, ranging towards the track, reaches up and makes the catch to end the Freedom side of the 5th. We have got a fantastic game in the works as we go to inning number 6. It's 1-1 in game 3 of a midweek series featuring the Freedom and the Legends at UC Health Stadium.
That last on base, he does a pretty good, quick to the plate.
At Gentle Touch Grooming, your pet is treated with care and will look beautiful. Give your dog or cat the spa day they need. Gentle Touch offers spa baths, deluxe spa baths, full haircuts, and nail trimmings. Book an appointment today at 859-283-1373. That's 859-283-1373. Gentle Touch will even offer 10% off just for mentioning this ad. They want to see those waggling tails soon at Gentle Touch Grooming.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
Marty Anderson will take over on the bump for the Florence Freedom. We go to the top of the sixth. It's a nail-biter. 1-1 between the Freedom and Legends at UC Health Stadium. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you. The lefty Marty Anderson taking over for Roger Bernal, who was fantastic today. Went 5 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts for Bernal, who was joking with me last Saturday during the post-game concert. When he reminded me who he was, I knew who he was, but he introduced himself to be polite and said, "I'm Roger Bernal, road pitcher." He was thrilled to finally get the opportunity to pitch at home, and he capitalized on that opportunity, coming up with clearly his best start of the season. He will not have the opportunity to win, unfortunately, as the score is tied 1-1. And Marty Anderson takes over, but the lefty Anderson, a twice affiliated farmhand, once of the Mets and once of the Marlins, hails from Bainbridge, Georgia.
Every one of them. No really misfires.
First man he'll face, Sam Claycamp for the Lexington Legends, who's in the box now, and a first pitch fastball will be called a strike on the outer third. It's 0-1. Claycamp 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Anderson into the windup and is 0-1. Outside.
Puts you in that mindset where it's like,
it's a ball and a strike.
Lock in. Okay, I'm gonna let one rip here. Just do that.
Anderson previously playing for Battle of the Bourbon Trail pitching coordinator Chad Rhodes when they were both in the Marlins organization together in short season, the Batavia Muck Dogs. Broken back, ground ball to third. Danzero in front, fundamentally sound. Long throw across the diamond in time. 5-3, 4 out, number 1.
Yeah, it sounded like he broke his bat, and he believed he did. Nice play by Dandro. Very fundamental. Got that glove out and got it down almost with that second baseman form, and then had a nice, strong throw across the diamond. It's amazing how those third basemen just seem to know how hard they need to throw it. He threw it just hard enough to get the runner by a step.
Told me during batting practice that third base is by far his least favorite position to play on the infield. More comfortable at short and second, but you wouldn't know it. Peter Bacchino in the box. He'll jump ahead of Anderson as a fastball ran outside.
You can relate to that with your good friend Ken Jarrett in college that was a tremendous middle infielder all the way through high school. They tried him at third and he hated it. The lip comes into play, you know.
Breaking ball will cross to even the count, a ball and a strike. Now that's on a natural grass field.
Yeah, exactly.
On a turf field, you don't have to worry about that as much, but it is the hot corner for a reason. And yeah, the natural grass lip in Fort Wayne was tough. Fastball, late swing, Bacchino falls behind 1-2.
Because Ken was the epitome of the soft-handed second baseman, very smooth fielding shortstop. But man, at third, they do come at you hard, and that lip was so brutal there.
Anderson will step off by more time. With Indiana Tech making the college, or the NAIA World Series, I should say, last season. Hopefully they've sunk some money into taking care of that lip at Warrior Field. Breaking balls down and away to Bikino, whose count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that big lip will work on you mentally. You know, like you want to play a little bit off of it. You want to play far enough behind it. One doesn't take you in the face.
Yeah, never seemingly comes off the lip the same way. Good pitch from Anderson. A fastball, and he threw it past Bikino. 2 away.
Probably feels a little slighted, not getting a start behind the ball, because in Lexington last week he was
Austin Newman to dig in next as Anderson looks to face the minimum in his first inning of work and relief tonight.
pretty much attack for the most part. I do too, man. Huh, you notice it? Watch your lips here, baby. Oh, yeah.
Looks like a cut piece from Marty Anderson on the first pitch to Newman.
Let him bunt it.
Fastball
Marty's an athlete.
didn't tail. It moved in on the right-handed hitter, but it missed inside for ball 1.
Comes in. Go ahead, baby. Bunt it.
Lefty rocks into the windup.
Good boy.
Hits the mitt. A ball and a strike. Only Bud Morton, the 9-hole hitter for the Legends, with a base hit once you get past their 4-hole. Nick King, bottom of the order, has struggled facing Freedom arms today. The 1-1 fouled back to the netting.
The back elbow.
It's 1 and 2.
It's like cranked up here, so you take like. Be slow. With the elbow up.
Anderson has his pitch, the 1-2.
Teaches that right there.
Another broken bat, this time a slow roller to second. Graves has it on to first in time. And Marty Anderson will indeed face 3 batters in his first inning of relief. He preserves the 1-1 score as the Freedom come to the plate. Bottom 6 when we come back to the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Toyota is making a difference right here in America, investing $23 billion, helping create over 470,000 jobs, building over 25 million vehicles here, including Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car, one of 11 different Toyotas built in the USA, with Toyota Care 2-year no-cost maintenance included. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassedon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's Scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's Scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
Jeff Thompson will make this appearance his longest outing of the year. Back on the bump, bottom 6, he sees his Legends tied up with the Freedom 1-1. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you from UC Hell Stadium. AJ Bumpus, Austin Riggins, Lucas Owens to come to the plate for Dennis Pelfrey's crew in a tie ball game. Bottom 6. First pitch swinging, and AJ Bumpus sends a foul ball screaming back to the screen. Well, thank goodness it's there. You got a big trip coming up. Oh, 1 pitch from Thompson's outside. Told you this will be Thompson's longest start of the year. His last start He was impressive. He went just 4 innings. That was in game 1 with the Florence Yalls on Friday night. Allowed just 3 hits, but took the loss as a breaking ball misses down and in to A.J. Bumpus. The batter ahead 2-1. The complete line for Thompson that night in a tough luck loss. 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, just 1 of those earned. Did not walk anybody, struck out 5. This fastball's outside. Bumpus will be ahead 3-1. But you can see this guy will be as good as it gets on the hill for the Lexington Legends and really across the board. He's got all the tools. He's got the frame you look for. It's no wonder this guy was a former 3rd-round pick. 3-1's upstairs. Bumpus didn't get a chance to swing the stick. Works a 5-pitch walk to bring up Austin Riggins. Nobody out.
Yeah, like you said, Thompson 6'6", 245, and he looks every bit of that on the mound.
Standing on that mound, he probably appears 10 feet tall.
Yep.
Austin Riggins has struggled to pick him up today. He's 0 for 2 with 2 more strikeouts, giving him 26 Ks on the year. Thompson will check on Bumpus at first.
Yeah, just as Thompson was lobbing over move number, because that's far from your A move. That's just a slow lob over to first. But I was just sitting here wondering if the Freedom get the running game going or play small ball here.
Fastball's outside. Thompson not missing by much, but is missing. Looking for the black on both sides of the plate. Righty will pick to first. Bumpus a little bit late reading the move. It's a close play over there, but the runner back with the head first dive.
Yeah, there were the last 2 moves. The first one, the slow lob over to first, and that one had a little more purpose on it. So that's those 22 moves, whatever you said you got to have. That's an example of how they can be vastly different.
We'll check again. Bumpus back again. Yeah, it wasn't like you had to have 25 different actual spins or anything like that. Timing counted. But Kip McWilliams, the Indiana Tech baseball coach, just making his point well known that you got to mix it up to have success. The 1-0's downstairs to Riggins. 2 balls and a strike.
Go Riggs. You go Riggs. Go Riggs.
There is something about that long hesitation and then picking that you'll see get a number of base runners, whether you're watching Major League Baseball, college baseball, really baseball at any level. You get uncomfortable out there in your lead when the guy's waiting. Thompson checking on Bumpus again. He's a new guy out there now. Early in the game, he wouldn't throw over at all, and now seemingly it's 2 looks to first for every pitch thrown home. But in a 1-1 game, you can't blame the guy. 2-0. Here's a line shot to right field. Riggins going the other way with success. Station to station advancement. Runners at first and second for the Freedom. Still nobody out as Lucas Owens comes to the plate.
Yeah, Aaron, and the only reason they had to go station to station there was Riggins hit the tar out of that ball. That was just a rocket to right. Absolutely no chance for Bumpus to go first and third like we all thought would happen on a base hit to right. He just hit that too hard, and the outfield was not playing in.
Eddie Brooks, for the first time tonight, will come out and check on his right-handed pitcher. We've been students of the game. We've seen enough of these to know that he's probably not making a pitching change here.
I love the slash here.
He always comes out and visits with the pitcher first, makes the change the second time he goes out, but we will utilize this chance to bring you into the broadcast booth. Aaron Brody, Troy Brody, a 1-1 game. This is as good as it gets in the finale.
Yeah, it really is. After all the offense last night, here you come back tonight with a little bit of a different scenario here, 1-1. Still not late. You know, you get to the 6th inning, you're still middle of the game, but it's going to put a premium on the bullpens, and it's going to put a premium on who can get the clutch hit, who can hit with 2 outs, and who can play defense.
Mistakes will be magnified from this point moving forward in a 1-1 game. But the Freedom are set up to change that 1-1 score. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Lucas Owens already squaring around to show bunt. Pulls back. It's a slash. Ground ball right side. Fielded by Newman to second for one. Back to first, but he's not on the bag. So Owens will leg out the double play. Bumpus does move up to third base. Runners will be on the edges with one out.
Yeah, that was really close to being a double play, but fortunately for the Freedom, Peter Bacino kind of jumped a little bit to make that snag. It would have completed the double play, and because he jumped, the runner, Lucas Owens, crossed the bag while he was in the air and still coming down, or that may have been a really well-turned 4-6-3 double play, but it's not. It'll result in first and third for the Freedom now for Cameron Day Suggs.
First pitch at the letters for ball one.
Really good AB right there, too. I even like the first one. You're a little late with the foot, but that's okay. You're trying to juice something, you know?
Pelf chatting with A.J. Bumpus, the runner at third, the 1-0. Owens takes off, but Day Suggs hits a foul ball back to the screen. Will force the runner back. Small baseball is winning baseball. Cameron Day Suggs can elevate one. The Freedom can have their first lead tonight.
Under control, nice, relaxed lead.
Thompson picks to first. Owens back without a slide. Thompson readies and is 1-1. Fouled straight back. Pelf providing the color commentary there. That was a good swing from Cameron Day Suggs. Short stroke, quick to it. Just missed it. Fouled it straight back off the netting. But his count now 1-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball's up and out. Owens takes off for second. No throw. The Freedom eliminate the conventional double play, have runners at second and third as the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cameron Day Suggs.
Well, we've been here before. The Freedom have had guys on second and third a couple times and haven't been able to score anybody when they're in this spot. We just talked about this time of the game, these situations get magnified. See what happens here.
2-2 breaking ball was down and away. The Legends have brought their infield in across the diamond. We saw Lexington do this in the second inning yesterday. We thought it may have been a little early. But in a 1-1 game, bottom 6, it's been this well pitched. This is the time you expect to see it. Ground ball likely won't get it done unless it's through. But a fly ball can plate the run. 3-2, up and out. Good at bat for Suggs, and the bases are loaded for Travis Graves.
Right here is one of those situations like if you're up here.
It's a good at bat there by Cameron. And the last 2 times the Freedom have had that second and third, they've got a ground ball to first with the infield in, which didn't get it done, and then they got a strikeout. This time they get a walk, so now the bases will be loaded, and out comes, is that Eddie Brooks coming to the mound?
Sure is, and this will be the time he makes the change. He points to the bullpen. We'll have a new hurler coming to the bump. It looks like the lefty Ty Boyles will have the stats and info. On the other end of this break, you're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
I just feel like you're getting a little big in those swings. So just trust yourself. The more you can trust yourself.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
At Gentle Touch Grooming, your pet is treated with care and will look beautiful. Give your dog or cat the spa day they need. Gentle Touch offers spa baths, deluxe spa baths, full haircuts, and nail trimmings. Book an appointment today at 859-283-1373. That's 859-283-1373. Gentle Touch will even offer 10% off just for mentioning this ad. They want to see those waggling tails soon at Gentle Touch Grooming.
That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Outcome starting to look a little blurry for the Lexington Legends in a 1-1 game. Bases juiced, and Jeff Thompson steps aside. All 3 runners on base will belong to the man who made the start for the Legends today. Thompson, who went 5 1/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, walked 5, and struck out 6. The only thing we can't close, the runs and earned runs. Travis Graves, first man to face.
Moving on the ground, tagging in the air.
The 6'3" lefty who clocks in at 270 pounds, Ty Boyles.
I got him. Should be a nice ground ball right through the 4-hole right here.
First pitch, a fastball down and away. It's 1-0. Boyles last through on Sunday in the finale of the weekend series between the Legends and the Yalls. Gave up 2 earned runs in 2 innings of work on 2 hits. The 1-0 pitch to Graves. Batter flinches, but it's called ball 2. 2-0. Graves in the 9-hole. It's Craig Massey waving the bat on deck.
Deep breath.
Boyles on the third base side of the rubber offers the 2-0 and misses low. 3 balls, no strikes to the 19-year-old Travis Graves. I would think 3-0. He does take, and it's a strike.
Should be an automatic take right here. Should be, but we don't know. Like, if it's me hitting, I'm taking it. Because I trust myself with 2 strikes, you know what I'm saying? We'll see, though. Expect action.
3-1 pitch, a swing, and a foul ball out of play.
Good. That'll be yours right here, Travis.
And you heard Pelf before the pitch saying that if he's in the box, he's taking all the way.
When I say it's okay to strike out here, it doesn't mean I want to.
Yep.
I don't want to go play.
That's what it comes down to. If you can put the bat on the ball, you can be a little more daring.
Might be in the dirt right here.
3-2 pitch. That's up, that's out. He may have swung away 3-1, but the result's the same. He works the walk. Give Graves an RBI, and the Freedom have their first lead tonight, 2-1. As the merry-go-round continues. Massey to the box, bases still loaded. But now a 1-run advantage for the home team.
Take it. Punch out. Guess what? We still got 1 more shot. Yeah. This guy's pretty erratic too. So expect a fastball, and he will throw a fastball over the head of the backstop. You can beat it there, but you don't give up on it. Right?
Massey swings and unloads to deep right field. There's no doubt about this one. Chalk it up, a grand slam. Massey's 4th dinger of the year, plates 4, and make it 6-1 Florence in the 6th.
That's the one.
Things change quickly. Brian Danzero in the box, ahead 1-0 as Boyles missed up. Crowd loving the long ball and wanting a curtain call from Massey in the first base dugout. The 1-0 is a strike on the outer half. Will they get it? They're calling for it, and there he is, Craig Massey, the curtain call. Cool moment. (1-1) breaker, a strike. Danzero asking if it was on the swing and told yes it was. It's 1-2 on Danzer. You'll have to check his temperature. He's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. 1-2, good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Danzero down on strikes for out number 2. All but one of them. Breaking ball and a wild one at Bean. Setio in the shoulder. Luckily it was the off speed, so Chad will be okay. He'll take first base, and Johnny Knight will come to the plate. The 9th Freedom batter to step in the box here in inning number 6. That's how you change the complexion of a ball game. The Freedom have batted around. What happened? You didn't?
I said we got to have an out here because I'm going to have to redo my entire scorebook if he gets on base.
First pitch tonight's a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Although I may have just got myself fired with that comment, because when the coaches watch it, they'll say we can't have you saying you hope we make an out.
Yeah, that was a questionable choice on your part, must say.
It was all in good humor, Pelf. Trust me.
Boyles will check over at Setio at first. Lefty readies right up against the chest, and the 0-1. Setio takes off, short hop dug out of the turf by Cornett. Tag applied, but Setio there. And Chad has a stolen base. Fourth stolen base of the game for the Freedom. 2 of those belonging to Craig Massey. 1 for Lucas Owens and 1 for Setio. The 1-1 pitch tonight skips to the backstop, and Chad will move up 90 more feet. Standing at third base now with 2 outs.
Is that real? Did you do it on purpose?
So not often you see
No shot. That was off speed.
what's happening here. The Freedom have 5 runs this inning on only 2 hits, but they've been the benefactors of 1, 2, 3 walks and a hit by pitch.
Opening night that we didn't play, I think we were against the Y'alls. It's real erratic, real quick. That started behind me. Okay.
2 balls and a strike tonight.
Throw a fastball to the backstop too.
Pitch on the way. Tempting, but out.
You're good.
3 balls, 1 strike.
If it hits the pad in the air, it'll come back, but you can beat it there.
You're 3-1 from Boyles is down and in, and Knight has himself a walk.
Well, there you have it. Now they've done it, and they're going to require me to now totally adjust the scorebook for the remaining innings. They've batted around and made a calamity out of my score sheet. But that's all right. There's plenty of extra on here, and we'll take it.
Here, I got him.
A.J. Bumpus, once upon a time, started this inning. First pitch is wild, squirts to the backstop, and Setio slides in. Safe. Make it 7-1. Knight moves up 90 feet on the backside. He stands at second now. And once upon a time, this was a 1-1 game. And not any longer. A 6 spot for the Freedom. A 6-run lead.
Good.
The 1-0 to Bumpus. It's in there. 1-1.
Yeah, Bumpus got all this started seemingly quite a while ago, and he led this inning off with a walk.
Little did we know then.
Yep.
Good.
1-1. Breaking ball. Too much movement. Down and away.
Very nice, AJ. Very nice.
This is why every inning is so precious when you're taking on the Freedom. Keep them off the board. 4 of the first 5. The fastball misses at the shoes. Will make you feel good, but if you get just a little bit lax, boom, 6 spot. And suddenly 7-1. This will prove to be a very tough club to beat consistently in this battle of the Bourbon Trail. Dennis Pelfrey's Freedom is top notch. Fastball's outside from Boyles. And he's laboring out there. On in relief, needing 2 outs when Jeff Thompson stepped aside. And he has struggled. Austin Riggins digs in and jumps away from a first pitch fastball that was low and in. The 1-0 down and in. Boyles readies and his 2-0 pitch. Late swing, 2 balls and a strike. Riggins has struck out twice and singled sharply to right his last time up. Two-one from Boyles. A chopper to third base. Coming in for it to field the big hop is Clay Camp, and he will step on third base.
Nice.
For the 4th out and the 3rd out in the Freedom side of the 6th. But not before Florence unloads for a 6th spot. Craig Massey, the big swing, a grand slam in his 4th round tripper of the year. And suddenly it's a 7-1 Freedom lead as we head to the 7th in Florence when we come back to UC Health Stadium on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network. Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels with their gooey cheesy center are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
new ball game in Florence favor. 7-1 your score as we go to inning number 7. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you from UC Hell Stadium. A big 6 spot in the home side of the 6th. The difference in this game, Craig Massey continuing just a tremendous night at the plate. He's played a good short as well. Another guy that'll move around, play 3 or 4 different positions this season. You wait and see. But offensively, Mr. Consistent. 2 singles, a walk, and a grand slam tonight. A couple of stolen bases. Craig Massey will be tonight's player of the game if this score holds. First man in the box, Riley Wilbur. He's facing the lefty, Marty Anderson, who goes right after him with the fastball and gets a swing and a miss. Anderson taking over for Roger Bernal. Back in the 6th, worked quickly and faced the minimum. Tallied a strikeout in that 3-up, 3-down frame. The 0-1 to Wilbur does not miss by much, just outside for ball 1. Wilbur 0 for 2, a pair of ground outs. He's the 8-hole hitter for the Legends, who have their 8-9-1 due up. Marty wants a visit with Lucas Owens. Make sure they get on the same page. Just a quick visit. Owens right back to his post behind the plate. We'll see if Anderson just had a particular pitch in mind. Couple of shakes, now a nod, and the 1-1. Threw it right past him. 1-2. The Legends with just 3 hits tonight, and 1 in 3 different innings. They have not strung together any hits at any one point tonight. The 1-2 Benders inside. Wilbur now even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lefty rocks and fires. Good breaking ball, just getting a piece to stay alive was Wilbur. Home plate umpire Kerry Lyle walks a new baseball out to Marty. That's signaling that Owens must have worn that foul ball number off the end of Wilbur's bat. And Lyle doing the pro thing to let Owens take a second to collect himself. 2-2. High fastball swung on and missed. Wilbur chasing the elevated cheese. He's a strikeout victim, and out number 1 in the top of the 7th.
Elevated cheese indeed. It was a good fastball, got it right past him. So nice job by Anderson here. He's come on, he's faced 4 hitters and retired them all and struck out 2.
First pitch to Bud Morton's a heavy fastball that's placed nicely on the outside edge. Anderson ahead 0-1.
What are the odds that Bud is his actual name? Bet you anything you'd check that out. It's a nickname.
Swings and misses of the fastball. Falls behind 0-2. Might have to do that. We'll ask Eddie Brooks. Me and him have become good texting buddies, exchanging lineups each morning.
He does a good job of getting the lineup into you early too, doesn't it?
0-2's spoiled foul out of play.
What, that ball Regan's hit the right?
Yeah, I've just finally landed his contact information and was able to reach out to get it earlier, because before I had that, I was having to wait until the end of batting practice or during batting practice to get it, and that was usually a little too close to first pitch for my liking. Fastball's inside, and it must have clipped the pant leg of Bud Morton, because he'll take his base.
Yeah, that's the second hit by pitch that the Freedom hitters or pitchers have given out tonight, and both of them have been on the mild variety. One of them barely grazes the sleeve, and that one, if it hit him, it caught the pant leg a little.
Yeah, I mean,
no reaction, no movement at all, just head to first base, you know.
I put my contacts in before the game, but I might need a stronger prescription because I have failed to see where these two hit-by pitches have got the batters tonight. New hitters Dalton Cornett, the leadoff man.
Good boy.
He'll fall behind as Anderson is really spotting the breaking ball. And that's big for his confidence. He can usually spot the fastball where he wants. It's being able to locate the off-speed that's been a little more problematic. But not tonight.
That's a big lead there.
Morton threatening to steal second. And Anderson will pick over there, but not in time.
Things in Anderson's favor as he's a lefty, so of course he's looking right at the runner. But I'll give it to Morton. He's got that lead out where both feet are beyond the cutout.
Oh, Stedio. It was Stedio. The righty too, yes.
That's a good aggressive lead. Anderson will step off now.
The lefty on Stedio almost.
Count is 0-1 on Dalton Cornett, who singled his last time up and is 1 for 3.
That's got to be the line of demarcation. When they get both feet out that far, you got to consider throwing over.
Long pause from Anderson, but he'll deliver home, and Cornett turns on an inside pitch and rifles it to right field. So the leadoff man has 2 base hit singles tonight. Sets up runners at first and second with this one, and he'll bring up Devin Hairston with just 1 out.
Yeah, Lexington choosing to play station to station there, Aaron. You might have thought try to go first to third on that, but really why do it? Why test A.J. Bumpus in right when you're down 5 or down 6 in the 7th? 7-1 Freedom here, so it's probably the best advice to just go station to station and get yourself in position to keep the inning going.
Lefty has his pitch. Here it comes. Low one in.
Have a long sit from Marty.
Anderson readies up against the chest, and the 1-0. Lifted in the air to right field. A.J. Bumpus to his left towards the chalk. Makes the catch. He'll show his gun to third base. It's a 1 hopper, but not going to be in time. Morton able to move from second to third. Staying put at first base was Cornett, so runners will be on the corners with 2 outs. And Jacob Schuler to the plate.
Boy, Bumpus unleashing his strong right arm there. He didn't throw him out going first to third or second to third. Probably smart by Bud Morton to tag up there. And he made it to third, but not by much. And lost in all that is it was such a good throw by Bumpus right to the bag that Lexington was not able to get that extra base and get that runner first to second.
First pitch to Schuler, well spotted. Anderson working edge to edge tonight. He's ahead of another hitter 0-1.
Got the Donaldson cleats on. He wears them. I don't know if it's Donaldson, but that's what he wears. I like him. You don't like him?
0-1 on the way. Breaking ball is going to skip to the backstop, and Morton will scamper home. 7-2 game. Lead cut to 5 for the Freedom. And Anderson frustrated, snapping the ball back from Owens as he tromps back to the bump.
Show game, check it out because they have their own cleats over there. You see like the white New Balance, and Donaldson has those in the game.
Count is 1-1 with Schuler. And the pitch too far in. Runner takes off. Owens hose is high, but Danzero showcases his vertical. Cornett will be safe at third base, but Danzer saving a run.
Suggs there?
Leaving his feet.
Suggs was like right behind the infield. If that gets overthrown right there, he's hosed at the plate. Oh yeah, it's gonna be in there. Bump's gonna be in.
Legends with another runner just 90 feet away. In a 7-2 game. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Lexington DH, who's walked twice and struck out once tonight. Two-two delivery. Good breaking ball, but the bottom fell out of it.
What?
And the count runs full with Schuler. Anderson so far over on the third base side of the rubber, I think his heel's not even on the rubber. Here's the payoff. That's outside for ball 4. And runners will be on the corners with 2 dead. Third walk of the game for Jacob Schuler. Been a bad omen.
Hey, fellas.
Got a mound visit here, should be good.
Trying to pick. The slider right there, 2-2 is no good. You're blowing the guy's doors. Right? This is where you take control of the game, right? Take control of the game, trust your step, and dominate. That's it, right? No throwing them runs. If you don't got a shot at him here, don't throw it, right? If you got a shot, take it. Don't worry about him. Let him steal it. Who cares? Dominate this guy, right?
Motivational visit from Pelf. Didn't like the pitch selection and the 2-2 count to Schuler to go with that breaking ball that made it 3-2. To quote him, he said, "You blew the guy's doors. Throw the fastball, trust it, dominate." We'll see if Anderson's able to apply that as he faces Nick King now. There is the fastball, but it's outside for ball 1.
What a great thing there to have access to that mound visit and hear what Dennis Pelfrey said. This is where you take control of the game, right? I mean, just so chilling and you'd love to hear that as a pitcher. Dominate.
1-0. Threw it right past King.
Would Yogi Berra say 50% of this game is 80% mental? So much is between the ears.
No doubt. 1-1.
Had a baby.
Swung on, lifted to center. To line drive, but Riggins almost in his tracks makes the catch. And that'll do it for the Legends in the 7th. They do tack on 1, pull within 5. It's a 7-2 game. Time to stretch in Florence. You're listening to Freedom Baseball on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassidon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours. I wanna show all of my haters love.
7-2 game. Freedom in front, bottom 7. Ty Boyle's back to the bump. The big lefty came in and got hurt, allowing a grand slam to Craig Massey.
in the 8th, probably, okay?
To really spoil the line for Jeff Thompson that we will deliver for you in its totality now. The Lexington starter, who is on the hook for the loss tonight, went 5 1/3, allowing 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. 3 of those runs in the 6th charge to Thompson, the other 3 to Boyles, who's back out for inning number 2. And we'll square off with the 7, 8, 9, bottom third of the Freedom order due up. Owens, Suggs, and Graves. Boyles readies and fires the first pitch. Down and away for ball 1. Pleasure to have you in our viewing audience. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you from UC Health Stadium as the Freedom look for their first series sweep of the season. 1-0 to Owens. Look out. Showed bunt, pulled back, and spun away all in one motion. 2 balls, no strikes. Boyles sets and is 2-0. Inside for ball 3. Boyles, the get me over fastball is there. 3-1. Third appearance of the Battle of the Bourbon Trail for this guy, Boyles. High fastball at the eyes, a 5-pitch walk, and an inauspicious start. To the bottom of the 7th for Boyles and the Legends. The leader reaches, and Cameron Day Suggs makes his way to home plate.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted to do. You don't want to walk the leadoff hitter when the last inning, this team scored 6 runs. You score a run to kind of answer something back, then walk the leadoff hitter.
First pitch was nowhere close to the zone for Suggs. Owens takes off. Hose from Cornett to second is a pretty perfect throw, but sliding around the tag beautifully was Owens, who's got his 2nd stolen base of the game.
What a great slide there, a head first slide. He had to take the slide to the right field side of second base, and then he had to hook his arm on the bag as his body slung around with his feet heading towards center field. But it was that hand on the corner that held on, kept him from sliding off the base as the Curb Your Enthusiasm music plays in the background.
I was just going to mention that for you.
What a great addition there.
That's not something you want to hear if you're on the field defensively. That Curb Your Enthusiasm music, almost circus-like.
It is circus-like. The guys behind us, the fellas, just noticed we caught on to the Curb music, and they're loving the kudos.
Suggs showed bunt, but the Boyles fastball was at the shoe tops, so he pulled back and is now ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Owens standing at second base, nobody out, bottom 7, 5-run game, Freedom in front, 7-2.
Good.
Boyles closed off from the set, and the 2-1 pitch, a called strike to even the sequence. Suggs, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a run scored tonight, but did have 2 hits and 2 RBIs in the doubleheader yesterday. Getting a little more confident 1 game into the next.
Good.
2-2 out in front of the off speed and down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Suggs goes down for out number 1, bringing up Travis Graves.
Yeah, he really did pull the string there, and Suggs was fooled, so that's about as soft and mild as a swing you can have. You know, it's like he tried to hold up but realized there's no stopping, so let's just go ahead and follow through all the way around. And yeah, that's definitely a change in speeds and pulling the string.
Travis Graves was the first man Boyles faced back in the 6th. Owens deking a steal to 3rd and a strike called on the pitch to Graves. It's 0-1. But Graves worked a fantastic at bat ended up earning an RBI as our first audible sneeze, second audible sneeze, makes its way on the broadcast.
Oh, was that from the dugout? Oh.
It's Powell. 0-1's down and in. He doesn't have a mute button, you know.
I just wanted the audience to know it wasn't me. Oh, there's Troy again.
I should have played that off as you. That would have been funny.
Well, I didn't see you do it, and I didn't do it, and I'm like, where'd that come from? Hey, but he's masked up out there.
He is.
Good.
1-1 to Graves. Line shot towards left center. This is down and should score Owens. It will easily. Big round at first base for Graves and an RBI single. Make it 8-2. Freedom. One away.
Another great at bat by Graves there. Hit it in the gap in left center field, so you knew that Owens was going to be able to score easily as that ball was not hit directly at either outfielder. Both of them had to run towards each other, so an RBI single. Graves with two really good at bats his last two times up. You got to love that for him. Now it rolls over to the top of the order, and they're in business again.
The feared Craig Massey in the box. Boyles deals and misses down and away. No surprise, he went off speed early to Massey, who absolutely blistered an inside fastball from Boyles his last time up. Launched it over the bullpen in right field, a grand slam, his fourth of the year, and it broke open the game. 1-0's low. 2-0. Two-0 pitch. It is across. Massey taking all the way, it looked like. Now 2-1. Pelf telling us that he should be stealing. We'll see if Graves got the sign. Big lead. And he didn't take off. Ground ball up the middle. Massey has another base hit. He's 4 for 4. Runners will be at first and second as Brian Danzero comes to the plate. And for the first time this season, I can say he's looking for his first hit tonight.
Yeah, he is looking for a first hit, and Craig Massey 4 for 4 along with the walk. So reach base all 5 times up. Have a night, Craig Massey. Just add to that 439 average.
He'll be up over 500 now. And folks, we're not just 2 or 3 games into the season anymore.
Good.
This is game number 11. First pitch swing, line drive bullet to center, hangs up too long. Bud Morton there makes the catch, and they will double off Travis Graves, who thought it was going to be down. An unconventional double play to end the bottom of the 7th. 8-6 if you're scoring at home. We go to the 8th, 8-2 Freedom. It's a 6-run game on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Kid got a little antsy right there, didn't he?
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in Northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
It's not just a truck, it's a way of life. It's who you are. It's proud, free, wild. It's a brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Tacoma. For over 50 years, Toyota has built the best, most durable, go anywhere, do anything trucks money can buy. That's the Toyota Tacoma, the truck that feels like it was built for you, because it is. Built in the USA. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Find out more at your Toyota dealer or buy at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
8-2 the score, the Freedom in front. Late stages, we go to inning number 8. And in for the play-by-play, my dad, Troy Brody.
Thank you, Aaron. Marty Anderson back to the mound for his third inning for the Freedom here. The Freedom lead 8-2. They scored 6 runs to bust it open in the 6th. The Freedom have 8 runs tonight, and the hit count is really not really high. What is it, 8 hits? 8 runs on 8 hits tonight?
That's what I have.
The Legends are going to send up the 5, 6, 7 hitters here. Sam Claycamp, Peter Bacchino, and Austin Newman to face Marty Anderson. Anderson came on, had a very easy 6th inning, 3 up, 3 down. Ran into some trouble in the 7th, gave up a run, hit a batter, walked a batter, gave up a base hit, had a mound visit by Pell to fire him up and say dominate, take control of the game, and he got out of it. And he earned himself another inning here. You got to feel like the way he responded got him back out there on the mound. Falls behind 1-0 to Claycamp. There's a pitch, fly ball left field, looks to be routine. Cameron Day Suggs drifting over to his right, makes the play to retire the leadoff hitter for the Legends here. Anderson doing what you got to do here. In this spot, you got a 6-run lead. You're in the 8th. Just throw strikes. Let them put it in play. Trust your defense. Keep this thing under control and try to avoid any late drama. Here's Bacchino, the first baseman, swing and a miss on the first pitch. He has struck out twice tonight, been hit by a pitch in between, so 0 for 2 for the Legends first baseman. The Freedom stay home this weekend. The Las Leyendas coming to town for the first time, I believe, this year in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail.
Yeah, it'll be the first time we've seen the Las Leyendas here in Florence. I got to see them at their place when the front office had a suite at Whitaker Bank Stadium a couple weekends ago, but it'll be cool to see that squad come down here.
And then the Yalls will take on the Legends this weekend in Lexington, so more baseball to come. Come out and join us. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll have more baseball and all kinds of festivities out here. This team does a great job of putting a lot of things on the agenda for fans to do and to get them coming to the ballpark.
Yeah, and even in a COVID year where we were really hamstrung on the big promotion nights, don't get to do all the big theme nights that we are normally accustomed to doing, but we still have the Thirsty Thursdays, the Rockin' Saturdays, Firework Fridays, all that good stuff going on even in 2020.
Anderson pitched, foul ball back and out of play. So the count remains 1-2 to Peter Bacchino with Austin Newman waiting on deck. You talked about it earlier in the bottom of the order. I mean, there's not been a lot of offense tonight, only 4 hits. So the Freedom hitters have scattered 4 hits across 7 innings. So that's pretty darn effective. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fouled back and out of play. Bacchino is battling.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to rally for big run totals when you can't string more than 1 base hit in an inning. And that's magnified when you're taking on a Freedom team who falls out of bed and scores 8 seemingly every night.
Seems like it's just a matter of time. 1-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. Bottom dropped out of that one. So a quick 2 up and 2 down for Marty Anderson, making his bid to pitch the 9th. Hard to tell, not a save situation, so what will Dennis Pelfrey do? Nobody knows. No action in the Freedom bullpen at all. So we shall see. But that's for later. This is now Austin Newman, 0 for 3 tonight. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Austin struck out in the 2nd. Popped up to the catcher, Lucas Owens, in the 4th, and grounded out to 2nd his last time up, so he's 0 for 3. Down in the count, 0-1, 8-2 Freedom here. Foul ball off the screen behind him.
Ask and you shall receive. There actually is a way to track who the Freedom are going to throw in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. It's our reminder for fans to check out theplayerdevelopment.com where they chart it out. It very well could be Anderson. The schedule was Bernal to go 5 and Anderson to go 3 or 4, but weapon availability, Craigie, Doherty, and Taronis are available if necessary. But they'll allow Anderson to go 4, so he should be able to close the door.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, waste pitch. well off the plate, 1-2. Yeah, you know, you don't know how this inning is going to unfold. Obviously, it's a good start, 2 up, 2 down, and 2 strikes on this hitter. Would you really tap into another arm going into a weekend series and get someone else kind of shot tonight or burned? Probably not if you can help it. Pitching is always at a premium. The rosters are pretty deep with arms, though.
They are. Typical Frontier League rosters, the 23-man roster, but there are 25 pitchers alone on the Florence roster for this Battle of the Bourbon Trail.
They all need their work. Ground ball to shortstop. Nice little play on the backhand by Massey. Fires across in time. Well done, Craig Massey. So 3 up, 3 down for Marty Anderson. He's making his case to pitch the 9th. Here come the Legends, there in the bottom of in the top of, what is it? No, the Freedom are coming up in the bottom of the 8th. That's what I get for trying to do more play-by-play than I usually do. Here they come, Freedom, bottom of the 8th at UC Health Stadium. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2. Quality at a price you can afford.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com.
Here come the Freedom. They're up here in the bottom of the 8th. They lead 8-2. Lexington will send up 8-9-1. Riley Wilbur, Bud Morton, and Dalton Cornett. They'll be taking on a new pitcher, Alex Hamilton, for Lexington. And he's coming on with the dubious task. You're down by 6. We know we need 6 in the 9th for sure. Just keep it right there and give us the best chance we have of winning. And he'll deal with the 3-4-5 Freedom hitters, Setio, Johnny Knight, and A.J. Bumpus. Alex Hamilton winds and pitches, though, the first pitch for a strike to Chad. Chad, what is he tonight? 0 for 3 and hit by a pitch. Grounded out to first, grounded out to second, and a line drive to right. Hit by a pitch and scored in that 6-run outburst in the 6th. One ball, one strike to Setio. And the pitch, shot foul out of play, third base side. Likely over the roof and out towards the parking lot. Thirsty Thursday out here at UC Health Stadium. The wind, it's a beautiful night. The wind is completely stopped blowing it right now, so it's pretty still. Here's the 1-2 pitch, line drive foul off the backstop. Had a pretty good stretch here of weather, Aaron. We'd have avoided those, high humidity, 90-plus degree days. It's been pretty good baseball weather for the fans around here who are so lucky and so blessed to have baseball to come out and watch.
No doubt.
1-2 pitch, pulled the string. Nice breaking pitch there, struck him out. Swing and a miss by Setio to lead off the 8th here for the Freedom. So that's what you want to do if you're Alex Hamilton. You want to come in, throw strikes, and he did that. That'll bring up Johnny Knight. A single and a run scored and a walk. Knight hitting .459 coming into tonight's game. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs, hitting in the cleanup spot tonight. And in that designated hitter role. So do we have a pinch hitter here? So is this not Knight? Looks like they pinch hit Cesar Trejo.
Cesar Trejo getting a chance to swing it. And that obviously is a tremendous sign for his prospects to play tomorrow. The former Mariners farmhand has got about a week off with a triceps injury.
There's a little chopper out towards third, going to squirt foul. 1-1, yeah, come with his injury, you didn't know if he was going to be able to play this weekend or not, but like you said, that's a good foreshadowing if he's pinch hitting here for Johnny Knight. It's a late announcement here, so I thought Knight was in the box, but here's Trejo. Swinging that silver bat. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Alex Hamilton working out of the wind. The lefty, here's the pitch, curveball. Broke right across the plate, but a little bit low. He's looking in, saying, where was that? Called the ball, so it's 2-1 now to Trejo with A.J. Bumpus on deck. Here's the wind, the pitch, fastball a little high. Right down the middle, but up. So that's going to run the count to 3-1 to Trejo. Three-one pitch, ball 4. Low and outside, so Trejo trots to first. That'll bring up A.J., the runner on first, and 1 out. A.J. a good night tonight. Grounded out second base in the first, then tripled, walked, and walked again. So 1 for 2 with a triple and 2 walks and a run score. There goes the runner, slides into second base. He's going to be safe. So a stolen base by Trejo. So what was the injury? Because it didn't stop him from stealing a base.
No, it didn't. It was a triceps injury. So it did prevent him from swinging a bat, playing the field. Ultimately, I talked to him during batting practice today, too. He said that he expects to be back tomorrow. And I think this is a terrific step in that direction.
Absolutely, a little bit of a mix-up here between Cornett and Hamilton, so they'll meet on the mound and talk about it. 1-0 the count to A.J. Bumpus. 8-2 Florence. They're batting here in the bottom of the 8th inning at UC Health Stadium. Trying to sweep the Lexington Legends here. It'll be the first sweep of the year for Florence, so a lot of firsts coming up here lately, and this will be another one. There's a pitch, fastball off the outside corner for a ball, so 2-0 to Bumpus. Setio pinch hit, walked, stole a base. He's out there at second with 1 out. Bumpus tries to bring him in. There's a fastball off the corner. 3-0. You think got a green light here? Your 5-hitter up. Got a nice lead. It's 3-0. Look for a pitch in a spot.
I would love it, but I don't think so. I bet you A.J. takes all the way.
And he did. Fastball right down Broadway, and he looked it all the way into the catcher's glove. Good call. 3-1 now to the Freedom right fielder.
Well, surprised you're not usually of the super aggressive mind.
Well, I've learned to try to not assume foul ball right straight back off the screen to try to second guess Pelf. I'm always one that...
That's a losing game.
It is, because he's unpredictable, usually on the aggressive side. You got the middle of your order up with a big lead. I tend to be one that lets the score dictate what we do there, but throw the book out with Pelf. He knows what he wants to do, and only he knows. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count to Bumpus. Swings the bat waiting. Hamilton checks the runner and pitches, foul ball, backing out of play. Alex Hamilton taking a page out of your playbook, rocking the tall socks.
Oh, yeah. He's got the good-looking throwback stirrups, too, with the 3 white stripes around the calf. Royal blue underneath. Not the solid stirrup, but the striped variety.
Yep, going old school there.
No doubt.
Here's the payoff pitch, little chopper towards first base. It's going to be fair. Pacino takes it himself, steps on the base. Trejo scampers to third, and he'll be there with 2 outs now after a 3 unassisted off the bat of Bumpus.
Got off a good swing.
Trejo makes it to third, and there's Dennis Pelfrey to greet him and recap everything that just happened.
Fastball over his head, hits the pad, and we'll come back and see if we can beat it there.
That'll bring up Austin Riggins. With the runner on third, Freedom already leading by 6. Guess you wouldn't call it an insurance run, trying to get a tack-on run here. How about that? First pitch, breaking ball up and out.
I like it.
1-0.
Yeah, big primary, small secondary. So the bigger the primary you can get, same with base or second base. The bigger the primary, the less of a secondary, so you can be more active. Nice, that's perfect.
Fastball up and out, 2-0.
I got him breaking here.
You know, there's even a correct way to lead off third base. Pelfrey doing a good job teaching everybody that's gotten to the bag tonight exactly what he's looking for with that. And Trejo, obviously, a quick study.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
There's a pitch
Read
for a
that
fastball,
throw.
nice pitch, outside corner, yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis Pelfrey reminding him a good primary lead, you can get less of a secondary.
Mm-hmm.
He went ahead and did it exactly like and got the kudos from the coach to say nice job.
That the other day. Read the throw, I got him.
There's a fastball up and away, so 3-1.
It doesn't matter if he's looking at you or throws here. If he doesn't come here, he can't get you, right?
Always teaching, always coaching. Such an advantage for these players to get to play for a guy, even for a short stint like this, to battle the Bourbon Trail, to learn what you can learn from him. Foul ball bounced up, got himself right in the head, it looked like. One of those foul balls that hits the turf and shoots straight up and gets you in the bill of the helmet.
Yeah.
3-1 on that swing? Okay. It's fine. You guys have the green light on 3-0 too. I haven't told you guys that, but you do. It's got to be the one.
So the count's now going to run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Hot, yeah.
Trejo on third. He walked. He's now 90 feet away from a tack-on run. We're all set. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, well off the plate and low.
You're good. Yeah, I mean, he wants to look at you and like bait him into a throw here. You run back, he's going to hit you in the back, and we're going to score the run, right?
There's always a scenario you can teach a guy, right? First and third now. Here's Lucas.
Just laughing because he's saying, yeah, if he throws, he's going to hit you in the back, you're going to score the run. I'm thinking Trejo's probably like, yeah, but I don't want to get hit in the back.
I don't want to get hit in the back. Hey, you take one for the team, you know?
Yeah.
Just wait for a bad throw to second.
Good luck scoring when you get drilled in the small of the back by the throw down from the catcher. Probably have good velocity on it, probably drop you to the ground. There's a pitch for a fastball. It's a nice pitch. Right on the outside, black.
Good, perfect.
0-1 to Lucas, grounded out to second, walked, fielder's choice and a walk. 0 for 2, but he has scored 2 runs. So it's a productive 0 for 2. Boy, just off the outside corner, 1-1. Lucas Owens hitting .318 coming into tonight. No home runs, 5 RBIs. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch is a little bit in, so 2-1. Again, Hamilton looking in at Kerry Lyle, and his nonverbals are screaming right now that he's questioning where that was. Second time he's done that. There's ball up and in, so it's 3-1. Shot just striking out the first hitter he faced. He walked a guy, got a 3 unassisted, and now he's back to 3 balls. So 3-1 to Lucas Owens with 2 outs. There goes the runner. Line drive into right field. Will it be fair? No. About a foot foul down the right field line.
No.
They were off to the races. That was going to score 1,
Make sure he goes
maybe
to play.
2, because Riggins was running on that pitch.
All right, remember, nobody at second here, so ball forward, you're staying here.
Everybody goes back to where they belong. Runners on first and third.
Feel good about going, go.
Riggins trots back to first, and Trejo trots back to third. They had both advanced quite a ways, thinking that ball might be fair. Three and two, the stretch. There goes the runner. Pitch, ground ball up the middle. Is it going to get through? No, the second baseman's going to make the play, but there's no way to throw anybody out. Nice headlong backhand play by Austin Newman to stop it from going into the outfield. One run will score. Trejo will score. Riggins will go to second, and Lucas Owens will reach first base on an infield single there. And an RBI. So the Freedom get that tack-on run we were talking about. They now lead 9-2 here in the bottom of the eighth, making the challenge that much more difficult for Lexington here coming up in the ninth. They now will need 7 to tie, and the Freedom are still hitting. Fastball way up and out to Cameron Day Suggs. Cameron, a tough night tonight. Hasn't put it in play yet. Struck out 3 times. Also walked. The one time he walked, he scored in that outburst of the 6th inning. There's a strike, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Cameron. Travis Graves on deck. There's a pitch. Got the call there on the outside corner. So 1 and 2. With 2 outs, Freedom leading by 7 here in the bottom of the 8th. Hamilton comes set, checks the runner. Little chopper foul. If you want to look ahead to who Lexington's going to send up in the 9th, they'll have the 8-9-1 hitters with a big task on their hands, Aaron. One-two pitch hammered into left field for a base hit. Probably hit too hard to score a run. No, there's going to be a play at the plate. The throw way off the line. The run scores. Throw down to second, and he is out. So Suggs is thrown out, trying to stretch a single into a double. But not before a run scores. So that'll retire the side, just trying to get the scorebook all caught up. Here comes Lexington in the 9th inning. They now trail 10-2 at UC Health Stadium on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Good. He is number 25. Yep, Doherty. Thank you.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
Freedom 10, Legends 2, ninth inning, and I'm going to turn it back over now to the voice of the Florence Freedom, Aaron Brody.
Thank you, Dad. Joe Doherty will take over on the bump. So Marty Anderson will not come back out to slam the door in the ninth. Instead, it's the 6-4 Joe Doherty. Here's a swing and a chopper. Fair inside the bag at first base. Chad Sedio there. He'll step on the bag himself. 3 unassisted, and Riley Wilbur, before we could introduce him, grounds out for out number 1 in the top of the ninth. The Freedom in front 10-2. And well on their way to their first series sweep of the season. That would hand the Lexington Legends their second consecutive sweep that they're on the wrong end of, facing Florence foes in back-to-back series. New hitter is Bud Morton. Doherty trying to command the fastball early, but misses inside to fall behind 1-0. Morton has singled and been hit by a pitch tonight, scoring a run. He's also struck out. He'll fall
at us
to 1-1 as Doherty finds the outside corner. A lot of action for the Freedom offensively in the late stages of this game. Here's a swing and a line drive, belted into left field for a base hit. Cameron Day Suggs wears it off his chest to keep it in front. And Morton's had a good night in the 9-hole, successfully rolling the lineup over at a 2-hit night. And back to the top in Dalton Cornett, who is the only other member of the Legends to have 2 hits in this game tonight. He's 2 for 4 and digging in with the man at first and 1 out.
I never said a word to the kid. You're the one that talked.
Yeah, and he was 0 for 2, and his 2 hits came in his last 2 plate appearances, so Cornett's going to come out of this game with a little mo.
First pitch swinging, a chopper foul pass first. Fourth appearance on the season for Doherty. Profiles as a late innings reliever. This is a wild pitch all the way to the backstop. Easy 90 feet for Morton, who now stands at second. But no harm, no foul with an 8-run cushion. Doherty will just get back to work. Looking to throw strikes. Trust his defense. Put an 8-run victory on ice. The 1-1 now to Cornett. Broken bat. Flare into shallow right field. Bumpus racing in, and he'll make the catch, calling off Graves. Morton back to the bag at second before the throw arrived at the bag. This has been an expensive game for the Legends. By my count, that is their 4th broken bat tonight, and 4th since Marty Anderson entered the game in the 6th. Marty broke 3 of those bats.
Yeah, longer here for the last game, that's it.
Doherty breaking Cornett's. Devin Hairston now to the plate. Last line of defense. First pitch. A strike for the heavy fastball, and it's 0-1.
I like this matchup a lot. Harrison thinks he's just a little better than he is, right? Huh? No, I'm fully there. I don't even think so. I think
Doherty deals. Took a little off, but missed upstairs. It'll be 1-1.
It could open him up a little bit, you know what I mean? Unlock him. Yeah.
The 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the outer half. Back to the fastball. He spotted it well. Doherty 0-1 on the season. Does have a save. ERA at 9 because of 1 poor outing, his 2nd time out. But he's been really sharp the other 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
1-2, chasing and coming up empty. The outside slider. Hairston will go down on strikes. Owen throws to first to finish the punch out. And Freedom reigns in a 3-game sweep of the Lexington Legends. 10-2, your final score tonight. It was a 1-1 in the 6th. And then it was all Florence. Back to recap it when we segue into the Florence Freedom postgame show next to UC Health Stadium. Keep it locked on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network. At Gentle Touch Grooming, your pet is treated with care and will look beautiful. Give your dog or cat the spa day they need. Gentle Touch offers spa baths, deluxe spa baths, full haircuts, and nail trimmings. Book an appointment today at 859-283-1373. That's 859-283-1373. Gentle Touch will even offer 10% off just for mentioning this ad. They want to see those waggling tails soon at Gentle Touch Grooming.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we inspire students to think beyond the classroom and redraw the bounds of what's possible for their future. Students are prepared for what it takes to succeed in their careers and in life. Nearly 99% of those who earn a degree from the Mount are employed, going to grad school, or volunteering within 6 months of graduating. This reflects the career certainty that comes from an education at the Mount. Connect with us today by visiting msj.edu.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in Northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2, quality at a price you can afford.
And welcome inside the Florence Freedom postgame show. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you. Before we bring you into the broadcast booth, let's go through the line score of tonight's 10-2 victory for the Freedom. For Florence, it was 10 runs on 10 hits. They did not make a miscue defensively. In fact, they made one error in the first inning and allowed one run to score. It was on Travis Craves, the one error. They left 8 men on base. For the Lexington Legends, they scored 2 runs on 5 hits. They played a clean game defensively, also leaving 8 men on base. Marty Anderson takes the win in relief tonight, improves to 2-0 in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. That gives him tied for the most wins of any one pitcher in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail here in 2020. So tip of the cap to the lefty Marty Anderson, who entered the game for Roger Bernal in inning number 6. And for the most part, cruised, allowed just 1 run in his 3 innings of work tonight. Final line for Anderson, the winning line. 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Swallowing the loss despite looking really sharp early, the 6'6" right-hander Jeff Thompson, who falls to 0-2, having lost each of his last, which also happened to be his first 2 starts in 2020. The losing line for Thompson tonight, 5 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. The game tonight played in just under 3 hours, 2 hours and 59 minutes. From 6:32 to 9:31, 483 screaming Florence Freedom fans took in this 8-run victory. Game time temperatures were 88 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. And with that, we will bring you in to the broadcast booth for the postgame show. Aaron Brody here, Troy Brody there, a 10-2 victory. And for the first time this season, the Florence Freedom break out the brooms. Something tells me this wasn't their last sweep of the season either.
Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame. You know, they haven't swept anybody yet. They dominated this series, and they needed to finish it tonight, and they did that. One swing of the bat, the grand slam home run in the 6th inning by off the bat of Craig Massey really broke open what was a really close game. It's funny, we were just talking about how this is a little different, 1-1. Things are tight, and it came down to one swing of the bat that really changed everything.
No doubt about it. Craig Massey will take home our Player of the Game honors tonight. You're going to hear his numbers. You won't disagree. A single, a second single, a walk, a grand slam, a third single. So 4 for 4 tonight with the grand slam. 4 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. Was on base every time. That walk in there as well. If you're looking at a leadoff hitter, he might have more pop than your prototypical leadoff man, but he's always on base. He's hitting now over 500 on the season. Craig Massey, really, maybe quietly. We talk about D'Angelo a lot, Chad Sedio, Johnny Knight. Craig Massey's been there from the beginning, and he is continuing to just destroy the baseball.
Yeah, and he's in the 3-hole tonight, but that's what Dennis Pelfrey does. He's got guys up and down his lineup that have that pop. He's done that. But, you know, Massey leading off tonight with those numbers you talked about. He's got D'Angelo that was over 500 coming into tonight, a quiet night for him, but his average will still be hovering right around there. So there's just a lot of pop in this lineup. We were doing the pregame and putting the stats together, and you see how many hitters the Freedom have in this lineup, hitting 3, 4, or 500. Really something special. And now all of a sudden, don't look now, but they're 8-3.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Roger Bernal, who got the start tonight. He did go 5 innings, so that makes him win eligible, but it was a 1-1 game. He came out. By the time the Freedom had erupted for that 6th spot in the 6th inning, Marty Anderson, the pitcher of record, but a winning line for Roger Bernal tonight. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was an unearned run on the 1 miscue in the 1st inning, so the run scoring in his 1st inning of work, but 4 shutout frames to finish his night. He struck out 6 batters and walked just 2. For a guy who's going to be looking to get a better taste in his mouth after a couple of not his best performances, far from terrible performances in Lexington, he really brought his A stuff tonight in his first home start, did Roger Bernal.
Yeah, he did, and he did what you got to have a pitcher do. He went 5 innings, which is about as many as anybody's going to throw in this Battle of the Bourbon Trail. I don't know if you've seen guys yet go 6 or 7, but
not many, because they're all kind of working towards that. They're all on a developmental plan. Nick Bennett did go 6 in a win the other night for the Y'alls, so we're starting to see it, but it's still been a rarity.
Yeah, he was heading for what would have been in a regular season. You'd think he was heading for a quality start, which is what you always want out of your starter. Give your team a chance to win, get that quality start, go at least, 6, and give up
3 runs or less. 3 earned or less.
And he only gave up 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. So that 3-to-1 number, you like that strikeout to walk ratio, 3-to-1. You'll take that all day. He did exactly what he's got to do. It's tough luck for him. He came out of the game. It was still real tight. Unfortunately, Massey hadn't stepped into the box yet and unloaded. And how cool was the curtain call he got tonight? That was pretty special.
That was after the grand slam in the 6th inning. The crowd was adamant they wanted to see Massey. He came out to the top step of the Freedom first base dugout, waved to the crowd. Really was a cool moment. That might be the first curtain call I've actually seen in my 4 years here in Florence. So kudos to the fans, too, for really making it a point to get Massey to come out. You're not going to have to do a curtain call if the fans aren't asking for it. So tip of the cap to the very spirited 483 fans here tonight for that cool moment for Massey, who, again, does take home our Player of the Game award. Aside from that, let's take a quick look at what lays ahead for the Freedom. They will stay home. They got 6 home games this week as the Florence Y'alls are on a 6-game road trip in Lexington. But for the first time all season, we'll get to see the Los Leyendas come to Florence starting tomorrow at 7:05.
Yeah, and they got a new addition to their roster, I heard recently. I don't know if he'll travel or not.
That's the big question. Brandon Phillips, of course, the guy we're talking about, did sign with the Los Leyendas for this thing after his season was canceled in Washington earlier this week. So that is a huge name, particularly around these parts. The greater Cincinnati, northern Kentucky area. We'll hope he makes the commute to Florence tomorrow, but we'll just have to wait and see. And that's another reason for you to come back and check out the broadcast or come to the game here in Florence tomorrow at 7:05 to check that out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And just before we wrap up, you got to listen a lot tonight. We left Dennis Pelfrey mic'd up and left it on for quite a bit of the game because just kudos to the Brian White for the Y'alls and Dennis Pelfrey for the Freedom with the knowledge they are imparting on these young guys. I mean, that's really what you hope for when you sign up to play in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail, to get to play for managers like that know the game, and you can just hear it every time it goes to the mic. They're not talking about inconsequential stuff. It's always about the moment, the game. Are you learning what's going on, how to get a lead? It's just the little things, but good quality baseball out here. If you're out here and you're ever close, come out and watch some good baseball because it's not happening in many places around the country, but it is in Florence, Kentucky, and it's pretty cool to be a part of.
Yeah, and it's not just the players getting the education by us being able to put the mic on Dennis Pelfrey, Brian White, and have the headsets on. We're also getting to learn baseball at a whole nother level. So I will piggyback on that and say thank you to those two men for agreeing to mic up for us during the season. It's already been a blast, and it'll only get better as we get deeper into the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. But the Florence Freedom do break out the brooms tonight. They win this one by the final score of 10-2. They grab that first series sweep of the season, and they'll hope to keep a good thing going when they welcome the Las Leyendas tomorrow for Game 1 of a weekend series here at UC Health Stadium. First pitch at 7:05. Gates will open at 6:05, and our broadcast will start at 6:50. Signing off from UC Health Stadium on behalf of Troy Brody, I'm Aaron Brody. Thank you for listening tonight, watching tonight, and we'll see you back here on the Broadcast Network tomorrow at 6:50.